Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing this evening? Are you ready for a journey upon the Aternum Road? Well, ready or not, here we come. Welcome to all our players, and especially our Dungeon Master, playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons like it ain't should have been played, Marcus Flores. Please take it away, sir.
Hello! What's up? It's your old Uncle Cuss here, and we're gonna play some more D&D. We're gonna play make believe and weird dice, and and hang out and laugh with all my friends. And that's a fantastic thing. I think I was watching a D&D talk show today with Jim Davis, one of my favorite DMs, and somebody in chat said the only wrong way to play D&D is to not play anything at all. And I said, yeah, let's just play. Who cares? Let's have fun. And speaking of my friends I get to hang out and play with, I'm going to introduce, or they'll introduce themselves, I should say. Over here in my imaginary left arm that I'm smacking the back of his head with, it's Devin.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
I'm Devin. I play of Six Petals and Seven Meadows, the Alaskan journalist.
That's right.
Is this supposed to say something else? I forget.
You just say whatever you want to say. Down below on my 7 o'clock, leaving us for grad school. Boo! Education and
Yay!
Future plans. It's our favorite fish. It's our favorite being. It's Glitterfish.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Glitter. Currently Glitter Firefly. Always something new.
Always something there to remind me. Below me, but never beneath me. Always in equal standing with me. It's my buddy Mark.
Hey, how you doing, Marcus? Very pleased to be playing Durgan Lurch in the trilogy, the end of this trilogy that we've enjoyed. So who knows what will happen when we finally meet our Shadow Selves, which I'm very excited about this.
I know. And speaking of this story arc, the head of this story arc, Scott Levkov. Say hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend. Hello.
Say goodnight, Dick.
Good night, Dick. Si, senor. Yes, also known as Rognobble of Deeplington, a diminutive goblin. In this world, Robert Noble, a disillusioned, crappy cosplay jewelry guy. You'll find him at the Red Lion, looking sad in the corner. And I'm here, very glad to be, back in my hometown of Deeplington, and hopefully on the hot path of solving this mystery and keeping this demon from rising from the depths.
And in this story arc, the deep troubles in Deeplington, we're at our third part. We'll be wrapping it up today. Then we'll be reuniting with the big cast. Last week, we saw Dame Harlow and crew mop the floor up with my villain after we rolled a 1. So fuck the dice sometimes, but that's okay. We'll see how the dice roll for me this time. But to recap, our friends had made it to Diblington after there were, of course, rumors that a great demon god-like thing, which the Society of Diblington eons ago made a pact to keep asleep. And of course, as eons pass by, you forget your promises, you forget your duties, and the artifacts that were there to keep it asleep were suddenly being stolen in various heists. And we found out that the person hiring out people, hiring out various ships of fool to heist these items was none other than Robert Noble, the Shadow Self, the doppelganger of Rognobble of Diblington. And last episode, we also discovered a little memory jog of Rognobble, that there is a abandoned warehouse where there is a important machine, the alchemical centrifuge, and it has 7 slots in it. There's 7 artifacts that are keeping this monster at bay. And if magic items are put into this device, they are spun, liquefied, and those spells are gathered together to weave a powerful spell of either chaos or law, depending on which one you activate in the machine. And let's see, where did we leave off? Oh, we left off. You guys made an ad hoc concert that the Hands of Shenanigans, the ship of fools who performed the various heists, to to have to perform at the large maker fair, and snuck away with the goods, various notes and books belonging to their leader, Lady Scallion, who was put to sleep of 6 petals and 7 meadows by him or them. They spoke of the fabric and the wonders of their coat, which was energy draining sleep spell. And a bit of a lead is there is a mechanical hummingbird that Robert Noble and Lady Scallion use as a messaging device. You can speak into the hummingbird, the mechanical hummingbird, and the little clockwork thing goes flying off, delivers a missive, and either receives a message or comes back to its little holding space, and you all have that. And that's where we find ourselves, outside of the campgrounds, as everything is winding down. The after party is in full swing behind you, as the Hands of Shenanigans had to make up a concert that you all fashioned for them under their noses. So I guess I will say, what are you all doing? It is, let's see, we party pretty deep into the night. So if anything, the strange eldritch globe that represents the sun in Deeplington is upper level. So it's up at 2 a.m. and it's dark for you all here in the lower levels at night. What you doing? What you up to?
All right.
Well, what's
so
the skinny?
yeah, how do we find this warehouse?
What's the skinny?
Well, I mean, you got an idea where the place is, right?
Right,
You have
yeah.
a vague, you kind of have a
Okay.
Rog, you have a vague idea of where it is. It used to belong to your alchemical guild, and you remember it at the lowest level at the 12th level, so the midnight level.
And what is Rognoble's understanding of Robert Noble? Like is he, again, it's such a mind F, honestly. Yes. So myself and the other, right? He's trying to, kind of mess with this thing. It's an interesting, trying to figure out my.
You have to profile yourself, right?
Yeah, you're trying to profile
relationship
yourself.
to okay, do I want to run into him? Do I want to slap him upside the head? Is that me? Is it hey, you can't steal magic? It's within you, kind of a thing.
Right. And that's probably what you inferred from his kind of love letter to Lady Scallion, was that it is a bit opposite as the way you think. He's looking to steal to heist magic, and to heist the biggest magic, which is the entire Midway, and bring it to Earth. So.
Yeah, because one of the beautiful takeaways of the Rognoble's arc is that he discovered, by being in service to the ensemble and kind of leaping to, Moira's aid, who he was really not into her, but he's he saw her suffering, and suddenly this healing magic came out of him. He's wait a minute, he's kind of discovered something. So I think he's really not pleased with Robert's trying to steal this and just do it by brute force, and
Yeah.
So
it's a very non-consensual snatching magic from the world. And
it's no, that's not cool.
I mean, this is where we keep all our stuff, right?
That's right.
I don't want him jacking that back. Maybe that's what happened before when we when we came here. Some dweeb just decided, I'll throw together a little teleport, whatever you call it, Star Trek kind of thing, and then
Yeah. So
bada boom,
the,
we're it's like a cycle,
yeah. So the mechanism of the bird seems obvious here to like send a message, quote unquote, from Lady Scallion to Robert Noble.
Right.
I can use. I think I have a prestidigitation thing to make me sound like her, and to
Sure.
whisper into the hummingbird and send it to him, and try and get him to show up. We can either ambush myself, or say like meet us at the, the Phantasmatron, whatever the hell the thing's called.
Well, we got a writer here. You're like the marketing. You're like the Madison Avenue type, right? Freckles.
Yeah. Freckles.
I don't know what that is.
6 pedals.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 pedals.
All right,
I
Derek.
follow my own code of journalistic integrity.
That's very important.
Lawful good.
Here.
Yes.
Oh, lawful good. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So maybe you can help, crib a
law
little.
can mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
Law can mean a personal code.
That's
Devoted to journalism. It's very important.
Lawful good.
Edward R. Morrow.
I'm just basking in that for a moment.
right. Waffle good.
Like meeting a virgin.
Lawful good. Marcus, I have a D&D question.
Yes. Yeah. What
So
is your D&D question?
My character is out of spell slots and out of bardic inspiration, and I need a long rest. But with the narrative positioning of this, are we trying to take a siesta, or are we charging right into the warehouse?
It's a really up to you. You know that they have 3 artifacts. Robert has it in his possession or has it somewhere, but there still are 4. So maybe you have time to take a rest. We can say that after so much travel and shenanigans and whatnot, you probably do need a rest. I know
You charge.
Glitter Firefly could use a rest in order to be able to switch into different beasts again.
Let's surprise them all when they're hungover. 5 a.m. Does that sound good?
I got a van. It's comfy in the back. Yeah, you can sleep in it, and we'll hit the road. By the time we get there, you'll feel, way better.
We're in a chasm.
Yeah.
I need some loose soil or a tree I can climb.
So would you like to all take a rest?
Find a little an inn, a moldering inn. Do I
And
have
you had Durgan's workshop and warehouse too.
Oh, let's do
It's
that.
not
Let's
going to
go
be
there.
that comfy. I don't really have a lot of the finer things, but I got some old mattresses, from a 57 I picked up from that other dimension.
you
You
drop
have
it all
large
in.
potted plants, perhaps.
Yeah. Oh, there's plants growing everywhere. I'm not much of a gardener, but the weeds just go like crazy. Are you okay with the weeds? Weeds, all right.
Does it have enough volume that I can fit inside?
Oh, weeds oh yeah. No, I haven't touched the
So
place in
much.
like 7 years. No, it should be.
No,
Sounds delightful.
I mean the pot.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be some old potted plant that's kind of going kind of dead. Can you make it grow a little bit? Is that like one of those things you can do? Make the
No.
It's murder trying to find a gardener in this town.
And glitterfish, you can like bounce around like in the weeds.
Sure.
And I'll rock on the porch. Ding, 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 ding.
I was imagining as a firefly, it
Uh-huh.
would be so handy if I had like a little charging port so I could reach there with my
Your little
light.
Yeah. Oh, I can set you up with that. No problem.
Oh yeah, easy enough. You're an artificer.
Yes. We'll just.
Man, tell no tale.
So you we just cut right back to your workshop. Midgie, of course, very happy to be home
Yes.
to see you there. Your little
Yes.
identical clockwork dog terrier.
Yes.
And yeah, there's no, you're home. There's no like, oh, how many watches do you want to take for random encounters and all that? It's, you're home. We cut it
Yeah.
to it comes to be the orb drifts down to signify 5 a.m. and it's very early. I don't know if you're all very used to waking up at 5 a.m., but Six Petals seems to rise with the light. But yeah, it's morn. It's very morning.
My arms do that thing that plants do, where they like sort of reach towards the sunbeams.
You just see him, the Six Petals, like in a pot, meditating and arms stretching out towards the orb that is the sun of this area. The rest of you asleep still? You're gonna wait till day?
I'll wake up.
What is your plans for this day? It's a fresh new day. You are all hale and hearty. All your abilities are in check. I'm sure all your hit points, if you were missing any, are filled back in.
Feel fresh.
Also, as an alchemist artificer, I think I need to take time to like prepare some little like fresh smoke pot or alchemist pot or
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that every day. I'll keep the same stuff I got going. And so I won't change that. Maybe we could plot like how are we going to approach this situation? We're going to try to send a message to draw Noble out to us, and then we ambush him. You know, is that an idea?
There's a little 100% that glows on Glitterfly's belly to let you know you are fully charged.
It stopped beeping, like it stopped blinking, and now it's just a solid.
Yeah.
So.
Now it's a solid like amber instead of that red that it was.
Do we know the location that we're going to?
Kind of, yeah. It's down low, right? Like in the deeps.
Of the warehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if like we needed to like, you know, give the bird a message and then follow it or something like that.
Yeah. And you
Good
did
idea.
bring, I'm sure you brought that along, but for how you want to approach this or what you want to do with all this information.
Why not both?
That is for all of yous.
Give a message to meet us somewhere in case we aren't able to follow it. And use the fake voice with your little voice illusion trick.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, little bug? And he looks at the firefly. The wings go up and the little thumbs. Nice. Love it. All right.
Right. So yeah, you gave you cast prestidigitation. And recite a little message. And Scott Rognobble, could you give me a performance? So it's just going to be a straight roll of your charisma because it looks like you have you don't have any bonus or minus with that.
Oh.
But you will roll with advantage because your magic's allowed you to sound like her.
Oh, come on, dice, you can do it. Oh, geez, 4.
Okay.
Eh,
That's
not great.
that's about as good as you're getting. There's probably a couple of like coughs and
Right, yeah.
stammers here and there.
Can
but
we
you
cut
got
him
the-
off?
You got
and
the
say,
message.
Can we like kind of say, yeah, maybe let's do a redo on that? Like, can we be critics and all?
No, you got your message laid out. You did a little Han Solo with but we're fine. We're all fine here.
All fine.
We're good. Right. So what do you say to the clockwork message bird?
Right. Derek, what do you say? I mean, are we luring Robert Noble to the...
Yeah, I'd let the writer kind of lay it down, you know, and you get the idea. You know, what should we say with
6 petals.
25 words or less?
Yeah, 6 petals. Right, there you go.
No pressure.
I'll look. Oh wait, you want me to speak into the thing? Sorry, I missed one.
Or just
No,
write the
you get
script.
like they had thought of you might have something
Would have written it.
wise to write down, some copy to write down for Rognobble to say.
And then he just runs his fingers along it. It talks. You know, it's cool.
Well, what are we trying to convey?
To meet us in case we aren't able to follow it, which I think is a great idea. But otherwise, tell him to meet us somewhere neutral where we can maybe ambush him.
Okay.
What you have any other ideas of what we could say?
Well, if we're trying to get an ambush, we're trying to get him to meet us. We know that he's trying to acquire all of the artifacts.
Right.
Maybe.
So tell him we have the accordion or something.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
As long as we know what 3 he already has.
Yeah. Do we?
You know, you had the mantle and the sandal.
I mean, it doesn't super matter. We could just write like we have what you're looking for.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
there you go.
But we want to sound like we're her. So it's like, oh, honey, I found another, item. I found another one for you.
I found
darling.
something you might like.
Yeah, and oh, let's meet, here and find a romantic spot or something.
Okay.
What's romantic and different thing?
If there's a lot of mushrooms growing, if it smells really pungent. Well, that's just a goblin thing. They're not goblin. I don't know what they want. I have an 8 charisma. Why are you asking me this?
You get me all worked up, Mark. You need to.
Don't threaten me with a good goblin time.
Oh boy. Pungent.
Loomy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That happened.
It flutters to life like Bubo and goes taking off. With your message.
And we're gonna try to chase after it, and we still want to do that. Like basically, like if we could follow it and maybe cut to the chase and know exactly where he is.
Okay.
Well, it's easy for me to follow because
Yeah.
I can.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Were you going to remain a firefly?
I was gonna say maybe a hummingbird or something might be a little faster to stay
Mhm.
alive.
And
So
they do chase each other constantly. Hummingbirds are really territorial.
Looking dangerous.
Darting around.
That's true.
Hummingbird.
after each other.
So I mean, obviously, I'm an organic one, and this one's a
That's right.
mechanical one. But that may actually give me an advantage, maybe, because
Yeah.
less hardware.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So okay,
Nice. All
I like
right.
that idea.
here we go.
Now, can we have wheels? Like, I know it's kind of steampunky, but can we have wheels so the 3 of us can, kind of race after, like not horses, but like,
Keep up.
just like a, rocket car kind of, with the big handle.
I did give you a car, but you left that back there.
I know. I didn't get that. Damn it.
Another car.
Can I not sleep and just work on this
Work
all
on the
night?
car, yeah.
Can I? I won't take any spells.
Yeah,
You
you
take a point of
got the
exhaustion.
you went with the A-team montage
Yeah.
while everybody was asleep, and
I mean, we can also
and,
just run too. I just think
No.
it's cool for.
no, I got you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be the scene where we've got you throw across a tarp, and it's
Right.
a little
Look at this.
clockworky dune buggy looking thing. Okay.
Excellent. Love it.
And
Give me a
then
metal hand.
and then Steph, you take off after
You
the-
sit. You sit in a
bird.
big hand. Yeah.
Groovy.
All right.
Yeah.
Steph, could you give me to get them? I'll just make this a series of skill challenges. So basically, we'll do 3 rolls, and it's like 1 roll from a different person. So the first roll will be from Steph.
Okay, what am I rolling?
I think if you were chasing after this other little bird, it's gonna be like an athletics for you. Bum, bum.
Sorry, it's been 2 weeks.
You have the athletics of a hummingbird now.
Yeah.
So whatever.
I got
I
it.
don't know what the stats on hummingbird
A
is.
stat on hummingbird.
Can I
Like-
pretend that I haven't rolled and roll again?
To get used to it? Sure.
I got a 1.
Oh.
Well, you got that out of the way, at least. You got the 1 out of the way. Well, since you don't have a stats for hummingbird, actually, let's say you roll with advantage, because I think a hummingbird probably has pretty good athletics versus a humanoid. So roll once again, and we'll take the better of that, unless you roll another 1. I've seen it before.
Oh, significantly better. This time I got a 16.
There we go.
Woo.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
And you keep up perfectly fine with this mechanical hummingbird. And it's zipping and diving and doesn't notice you. It's not like it has a perception or it has any malignant intelligence to try to, get away from you. And the rest of you are still spotting. You see the little glint in the early morning sky of the hummingbird, as well as the plumage of your friend Glitter humming. Glitter bird. and racing your way there through through traffic and everything will be another roll. Actually, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. So somebody think of a skill to use, because you're on the ground, but you're in something moving. So to keep up with glitter hummingbird.
Might be the driver, so I'd be like insight maybe to just sort of get around traffic.
Sure.
I have a
Sounds good.
vehicle. Can I pull up share screen? I can show you the vehicle.
Oh, sweet.
Will that
You're
work?
gonna-
Can I do it?
You'd throw off the layout, the overlay, unfortunately.
Oh, he has to enable me to share.
Oh, darn it.
All right.
All right, give it to me.
Or share it with him. Share him a link, and then Marty can do it.
I'm trying.
But maybe someone can do perception or something to keep an eye on things, to make sure we don't lose her.
There will be three. There's going to be three rolls. It's best 2 out of 3. So far, you've got one.
What is the skill for driving a car good?
Yeah.
Arcana? Is it Arcana? Is it like?
I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
it's you are, because you're an artificer. It's not like it's a car. And
they
it's
Could Rognobble like add to the fuel mixture and make it cool? Sorry, Steph. What?
I was going to ask, are you on a road or are you like driving through the woods?
I think we're driving through this. I don't know, maybe through the city, kind of like
Yeah.
through traffic, kind of like bullet. We're not thinking bullet,
Mhm.
but like in a buggy.
Yeah.
So
and Durgan, you've got
yeah.
a +5 to Arcana.
My Arcana's pretty good, and I think Rogs could like pump up the fuel, maybe nitrous, hook up kind of some alchemical boost.
Sure.
Might be
and then
cool.
and then we'd leave probably the last roll if this didn't work out to 6 pedals.
Yeah,
I
Works for
can
me.
be on lookout. I'm sitting
There
on
you
top of the car
Okay.
doing the yoga poses.
nice.
All right. So give me that Arcana there, Durgan.
All right,
It's going to
Arcana.
be
All right.
it's a help action, so it's just 2. Take the best.
Okay, cool. Let's see. First one I got 16, and the second one I got a 17. So 17 is my best.
Altogether 17. Very nice.
Yes.
Damn. Okay. Easy enough. The plan is working out perfectly fine, and you are all moving to keep up with the glitter hummingbird. And after a while, it does float down and down and down you go, and towards the 12th level. And it makes it past buildings, past other things, to a much more rundown area of this level, and kind of not necessarily abandoned. I don't think Diblington ever really abandons anything, especially being a kind of a guild goblinoid place. It's more that it's just getting refurbished. So it's in transition between everything.
It's a pupae. A pupae.
A pupae. And Glitter, you spot the hummingbird starting to head towards this very large, old, dilapidated building, and zips up to what looks to be like the 4th floor of the building. It kind of comes in front, does a complete L, and is about to fly into a window. What do you do?
Well, follow it, obviously.
Oh yeah. It flies in the window. Do you go into the building with it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you zip into the building with it, and it banks across a couple of rooms, and then it makes its way into a spot where there's this old but still really beautiful, beautifully carved oak door, and it kind of pecks on it with its metallic beak. And the door opens, and as it opens up, you see not your glitterfish version of you, but your earthling version of you,
Oh.
open the door and say, "Oh, your bird's here," and kind of zip back around. Let me see.
Whoa.
Oh, she rolled a 1. She does not notice that there is another hummingbird in the building. She just is like, "All right, she's here," and zip back, and then it darts into the room, and she is going to close the door. What do you do?
So where we've just left off is that current me just saw old world me letting in the other bird, but the door is still ajar.
The door's still ajar. The bird kind of zips in, and she hasn't noticed you. And the being known as Earthling Glitterfish is kind of lazily about to close the door. So
Well,
you're outside, and you're going to try to dart into the room with a bunch of them in there.
Yeah.
All right. Give me another athletics then.
I got a 17.
Nice. Great. You dart in, and you're a beautiful hummingbird, but you are a bird that has flown into a room of people, and they're like, "Holy!" You see Scott, what does Robert Noble look like? And Durgan Lurch, what does Sam look like? What do your Earthling Shadow Selves look like?
Well, Robert, I think is sort of tall, lanky, and sort of a little bit hunched. You know, kind of like a little, probably like self-aware, self-conscious of being sort of tall and lanky. Just kind of like the irony of him suddenly being this like, you know, overly cocky, tiny goblin guy. Right. So yeah.
Yeah, and Durgan's probably got like his hair's a little bit long, but receding hairline, just because he's been around, and he's probably got a little bit of a paunch, I think. And most likely he's wearing something he just threw on that he's been wearing for the last 3 days, t-shirt, or the same jacket he wears all the time. Right. That's probably what he'd look like.
Yeah, Hessian mechanic dude.
Yeah,
mechanic dude. All right, you zip in, and you see all 3 of these people look at you surprised. It obviously looks like an office, and yeah, we're accelerating this right away.
Big reveal, instant reveal.
So Glitterfish, roll me initiative.
That sounds exciting.
And you guys are, and by now we kind of cut to the outside as you're pulling up, like go. You just saw Glitterfish do a quick signal and then go into this window that's up on the fourth story.
Damn, I am on fire.
Woo!
I got a 19.
Holy
Nice.
chowder! Voice in the sky. Are you rolling, or you want me to roll?
I can roll for you. Here we go.
Please roll for me some initiative.
15 on the die.
I'm just going to use the like them as a group. I'm not going to make them all individual. You wrote. What did you get?
15 on the die.
Nice. So altogether they got 18, and you got a 19, Glitterfish. You get to go first. I almost got you. You get to go. You get to go first. So they all look very surprised, but then the taller, kind of lanky one, maybe you recognize him slightly from the guy that was with you in the theater from episode 1 as you went through the.
But I don't make the connection that they're.
I don't think so, but you do see you, and after a while, like you see Robert, or the taller, lanky one, who's now in kind of this nice kind of black suit and has this walking cane that's kind of pressing him taller, and he rats the table with the cane, and he says, shoot, gosh, I wonder, because you're a hummingbird. Are you a distinctive hummingbird? Let's see. Gosh.
Glittery, yeah.
Yeah. Give me a.
I have a sheen.
You have a sheen. All right, then. Then instantly, you hear Robert say, "They're here. Get her!"
Oh my God.
And they
Maybe
they
I don't
charge
have a
after you.
sheen.
But but it's you. You go first. What do you do?
Get out of here!
So wait a minute. I'm sorry. So he just said he recognized me, basically.
This glittery thing. He says
Recognizes that
they must. I should say must be here. Get that bird.
Well, I look for the closest small tiny crevice that I can fly into.
Right.
I'm
Well,
very
there's probably like air ducts, or there's even I'm sure open windows there, because you're going before them. They're like maybe one of them is running towards an open window to try to close it. They're trying to lock you in.
Yeah, no, I've found some kind of air duct that I can both escape where no human could get into, but
Gotcha.
I can also have amplified hearing because of the metal tubes.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. Then give me another I guess athletics. Yeah, because you're trying to go work your way into a Jeffrey's tube.
I got an 11.
Okay. Shit, I didn't really set too much of a difficulty. Hey, Marty, just roll me a die, would you? That'll set the difficulty.
Which kind of die? Just 20?
20-sided die. Sorry about that.
11.
Oh.
11 and 11A. Right.
So she beats it, right? Because isn't the 11 what she's trying to beat?
Mm-hmm. It's equal to or more, and like an instant, you see the one that is the Hessian mechanic looking guy come running across and yells. He's like, she's trying to get into, or it's trying to get into the ducts, and it's like action movie time. The vent closes just as the Millennium Falcon, just as the Millennium Glitter Hummingbird zips in, to close the vent. Boom! You get into the vent, and you hear him like, "Damn it, get in there!" And you hear like a screwdriver getting jammed into there. All right, now we will cut to the boys. You don't know any of this is going on, but you've pulled up, and Glitter Hummingbird is ducked into the building up on the 4th-story floor. And it is an old, very, very large warehouse, and a very metropolis-looking warehouse. Very Mobius, I guess I'll say, because I'm looking at Mark's background. What are you all doing?
As I step out, I pull out my rapier, which is made out of a very, very, very large cactus thorn. And I look at the others and I recite my summer mantra, which is overwhelming force can solve almost anything. The tougher the problem, the more force you apply. The best option is the one that is swift, unexpected, and overwhelming. These are the things I rolled for my current season. So
Nice.
This is my strategy.
Yeah, you're like Michael Jackson's Scarecrow in The Wiz. You're pulling out poetry and fortune cookies. Nice. All right. The rest of you, what are you doing? You see Six Petal leap into action for some reason. Because
Okay.
it's summer. Summer is impulsive.
I feel like
I'll follow their lead.
I'm sort of feeling compelled to see if there's like smaller or other ways to get into this place
Okay.
rather than the front door.
Yeah.
You know, definitely going to go and be like sneaky tiny goblin.
Nice. All right, Durgan.
I'll stand with 6 petals, and I'll gear up. So I'll effectively cast guidance. So it'll give me a D4 on my next skill roll, whatever that might be. He locks on like some gauntlets, that look kind of cool, like he's ready to take stuff on, and pulls out. And then he's ready to go.
Nice. All right.
Walking like the other place, like we did last night.
I will. I will stay with you, you boys, for just a second more, and then we'll get into the air ducts with with
In the air ducts with glitter.
in the air
Meanwhile.
ducts with glitter hummingbird. So
They mostly come at night. Mostly.
Scott, give me a perception check, but you get to do it with advantage because fragments of your memory are remembering you've been here before. It's in an old building of yours.
4 again.
Oh my gosh!
Ugh.
All
Enough.
right.
Well, plus 1, 5. Ooh.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Not too bad.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, and remember, I know you may not want to spend it now. You do have basically a story token. If it's your particular arc, you get 1 every episode to kind of rewrite a script or to add a fun fact that that basically signifies it's your story. So,
All right.
so you get there and you're looking around, and unfortunately, the building is old and still classic and beautiful as described, but there are all these new bars on a lot of the lower floor windows. The penthouse area or the 4th-story floor area, it doesn't have that. Doesn't have. Oh no, they would. They still have the floors. They're just big enough for a hummingbird to have come through, or a finch, maybe a cardinal. But yeah, there's bars on all the windows, and the door, the front door looks closed and possibly locked. Any of the rest of you have any ideas of what you would like to do? And then I'm going to
Open the door.
Air duct.
Try to unlock the door, maybe.
Okay.
If it's locked.
Yeah, you tested it. It feels very firm and locked. So, try to crack that bad boy open.
Yeah, I'll try to jimmy it. Jimmy. Oh, yeah, I got a 15 plus I get the D4 for the guidance. So that's a +1. So that's 16 plus. That's going to be like the same kind of as a sleight of hand, probably. Oh, no, actually, it's more like it's because I hate that they don't have that in this, but they have. But it should be +4.
You're using a
lockpicks.
Lockpicks, that's right.
Because he has the tool. He has the thieves' tools. So that would be +4. So anyway, that's 20.
Okay,
20. You should be able to roll at advantage.
Yeah, that's what lockpicks will give you. You roll at advantage.
Well, if 20 isn't enough, then I'll roll a 3 instead, which is terrible. So
20 is exactly what you needed to open it up.
Awesome. That guidance made a difference. Yay. That one on the D4. That's beautiful.
Yep.
And that was swift, unexpected, and overwhelming.
Yeah. And
down the door.
You fiddle with the lock. It's very, very complex, and you could tell it's got a bit of arcane mechanism to it, but pop it free, and the door creaks open. As it creaks open, the camera kind of is there, and it's empty warehouse as the door opens. It's shot from the inside. Meanwhile, upstairs, you hear somebody is working away at that grate, but it is a long air shaft. I mean, it's for the building itself. What do you do, Glitter? And they're saying, "Hurry, get that!"
Well, if there's a good clear path headed that way, like through the building, I think I'll do that. I'll circle back and try to figure out what's going on, and maybe I hear that they're trying to get in, so I'm like, oh, my friends.
Okay.
So I'll just get out for now.
You kind of zip around. Give me a perception to try to find your way through the maze of air duct in this 4-story building.
Yeah, does Glitter Bird zip by me at all? Because if I perceive like her zipping by, I'm gonna,
Now
give
she's
the call.
She's in the air duct right now,
air duct,
trying to find her way to where you guys are.
Right, got it.
I rolled an 8 plus 3 is 11.
It'll take a little more searching. I mean, just because it is, like I said, it's a labyrinth of air duct. It's a building also designed by goblins, so there's probably air ducts that go nowhere for no reason. There's an air duct that goes into water, and you're like, why is this even here? It just says chaos on the inside.
And like loop-de-loops.
Yeah. So meanwhile, yeah, our villains are opening up a air shaft, and but you're long gone through the thing. So one of them probably gets in there. Let's see. It won't be wrong. Right. So
Do you need initiative from us, from the boys now?
not yet. You're on a totally different floor. You're kind of out of combat. But Sam kind of, we see our villainous Sam, evil Durgan Lurch, kind of pop a little flashlight into his mouth, and he's like, all right, rolls up his sleeves, and gets into the air duct and heads their way. And so now back downstairs, you are in what is a very, very large warehouse. Looks to be an old workshop. Everything's kind of covered either in tarp or moved away. Because it hasn't been worked on in a while, so probably the guild itself has reclaimed what they they think would be valuable. What are you all doing? Right now, it's in the main room, so it's a very, very large room. There's several stairs that kind of switch back, going up to further levels, and there is a large, what looks to be, I don't know if you ever see the elevator in the Bradbury building in Los Angeles. Is that beautiful Blade Runner like? Not Blade Runner like, that was the elevator in Blade Runner.
Wrought iron.
And so big wrought iron elevator at the far end of the building.
Well, I'm zipping around trying to see if there's any, just kind of trying to see if there's anything I can see in the and if I see any of them, I'm going to definitely try to circle back.
There's stairs going up, did you say, too? There's
so there's like a zigzag switchback of wrought iron stairs that go up to the various floors. Right now on the first level, it's just a very big warehouse. There would probably be more machines and things like that in here, but a lot's been cleared out. So it's pretty much a big empty space with big wrought iron pylons supporting everything.
And the glitter.
Does it seem like there's,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, does it seem like there's a basement floor as well? Or does it seem like the elevator goes down at all?
Do you want to inspect the elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I do an investigation check or something?
Yes. Or do we have? And same with you, Scott. If you want to,
I'm gonna race up the stairs with Midgie. I think just to try that angle.
Okay.
I only got a 7.
7. Yes. You can see from the grates inside. It does have a basement. As you know, it's got a B. Do you speak Goblin?
I don't think so. What do you guys speak?
Is this a perception roll?
For you, if you're, you said you were peering around to
Yeah,
look
I'm definitely
for
trying to find any sort of indication of
where everybody is or where
Yeah,
where
and, like-
glitter being is.
yeah, and like kind of in ways down too, because as I recall, like this device was down in the deeper levels, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You, Devin, the six petals there. The the elevator is the gate is locked, and the but you're able to see that you saw that it's a 4-story building, but you see 5 buttons on it. So.
Cool.
And Scott, you wanted to get a little roll.
Yeah. Is that perception?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Is that what I was trying? Yeah. Well, oh, what is this for again? Okay, this.
Wait a
doesn't-
second.
Yeah.
Try roll one more time. It won't count, but I just want to see if it clears it or anything.
Yeah, like what's going on? It's literally
That's
that was
3 4s in a row.
20 plus 1.
Oh,
21.
son of a bitch.
That's why you use real dice.
At least you cleared it.
Real
At
I wish
least
dice.
I had
you-
some. I wish I had
you
some.
threw you threw some Drano down in there, and you cleared the dice clog. So
I will
we're
send
good
you
there.
a set of dice. I promise.
I know.
Um,
I couldn't find them.
Yeah, you spotted 2. You of course can read Goblin. It does say basement on the button, but the large kind of rot freight elevator is locked, and you do hear some noise far up into the building. Far up, you can tell it's probably 4th floor, but you hear yelling and shouting, and you hear clamoring. Because I'm sure the echoing of somebody the size of Durgan Lurch or Shadow Self Sam clunking around through air ducts is pretty loud. So we cut to Glitter, and you're zipping about, and you're kind of finding your way down. You get to maybe like the 3rd floor, and for some odd goblin-y reason, it's not like the air ducts go down and then they're all located in the same place. They're like some of them this way, some of them that way. So do you want to continue on? If so, then we'll make another perception, or were you going to do something else? You're on a different floor now from them.
No, I think like I said, I keep vaguely hearing the voices of the people I know. So
Yeah, they're not moving around stealthy.
So I'm trying to find them, and I'm like trying to communicate, but I can't really speak because I'm a hummingbird. But if I transform myself into a person, then obviously I'm gonna be way too big for the ducks. So
no, you'd be doing the belly crawl through the ducts if you do that.
Okay. Well, maybe that's what I do then. Maybe I hear them close enough, and I transform into a person so I can be like, hey.
Okay. We'll say you get down to the 2nd floor and you do that, so that way you can, and you do that, and yeah, you can see Durgan running up to the 2nd floor, because he said him and Mitchie were kind of running up some stairs, and you see past some the grates of an air duct, you see your friend coming up these iron stairs. So what do you do?
So I transform back into
Glitterfish.
Glitterfish can speak, right? So,
Yes.
I forget at this point.
You have a lot of personalities. Plus, you're a changeling, so not only can you turn into different animals, you can disguise yourself by turning into different people.
So I am making my return as Glitterfish, and I'm like, hey, I'm in here.
Midgie barks like crazy, just like.
All right.
What the hell
Yeah,
is
you hear
that?
that mechanical.
And then I flop out of the duct and
Okay.
I'm a fish now.
In humanoid form.
No, not a human.
Oh,
Still-
you turned into a fish. That's right, because your fish can speak, but not the rest of you.
Talking fish mode.
All right. Yeah. So I guess give me athletics to get out of there because you're kind of up top.
I'm now just a fish in a duct.
Yeah, I thought you turned into you, so you'd have hands to knock out a grate. But
well, if you remember original Glitterfish,
that's right. You're a fishy person.
I have legs. I don't
That's
have
right.
hands, but I have legs.
Oh,
I am half fish, half Pippi Longstocking.
Right. So give me a strength check to kick the grate out of the oh my god.
Okay.
Like Lisa's adventure, I had pictured this so differently.
We were gonna have time and work our way up to the top.
Oh,
and
no,
then
I
meet the bad guys.
should never picture how the beats of this. I should always know we're playing jazz and we're playing that really like really, really junked up Miles Davis jazz. Like,
Bitches brew.
16.
yeah, there it is. Ka-kunk, you kick that grate out. Blang, you hear it slam down. Just as you hear it slam down, you hear far in the distance in the air duct, boom of what sounds like two booted feet, like coming down from the length of a Jeffrey's tube of the air duct. So, but you're right there above your friend Durgan Lurch and his little clockwork doggy barking away. You two are at the elevator, and you hear this slam of the grate, and you hear your friend like scream, "I'm here!" Like, or you hear, "I'm here." Where the hell's Froggy? Who's got Froggy?
Yeah, where's Froggy?
God, we lost Froggy.
Son of a bitch. All right.
I try to calm Edgy down.
Froggy down in the basement.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll say Froggy's with you.
Okay, great.
Good.
Probably the best hands Froggy could be in.
Probably the safest hands. And you two are at the elevator. It is locked, but it's not locked like there's not like a padlock on it. It's locked like there's locks built into the door of this elevator. You know, so it's not like it was shut down or anything. It's just people who. It's almost like if you're in a corporate building, you need a key card in order to get up and down in an elevator. So anybody who wasn't supposed to be here. So what do? You hear a slam and some yelling from above.
I yelled, "Glitterfish! What the hell's going on in there?" And I calm Midgie down. It's like, Midgie, kind of put my hand on her back and hit a button, and she said,
"She's quiet." Oh, if only all dogs were like that, really.
Yes. Right. She has 8 modes. Yeah, it's great.
Our dog has 2: sleep and eat.
Yeah, that works.
And stink, but
that's 3.
All right, so you and in fact you, Durgan, to your friend. Glitterfish kind of yells down, and then you hear this slam from far up. I would say maybe like 40 feet away.
Oh, damn!
You hear this reverberation in the air duct, like a large body jumped down into the air ducts of the same level that you're on.
I'll holler down to my 2 companions down by the elevator and say, "Hey, we got company," and be ready for the next. Hit. I might do a heroism. I'm thinking a heroism would be good. Okay. To pump myself up for whatever's coming at us.
I think that I would be very anxious to tell you that I just saw old me, and some other people that looked weirdly familiar in that other room over there. I feel like that's really important information that I would be not able to hold.
Please.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So Glitterfish yells out that that your possible shadow selves are within the building.
I'm in there. Yeah.
and yes, it's not just Robert Noble. It is you 3, but no shadow self of 6 Petals. The other 2 of you, 6 Petals and Rognobble, what are you doing?
So I've
You
had
hear
a,
this yelling, you know.
right. I've got an idea brewing in my head. So cruising around in here, I'm thinking like I'm remembering a little bit more about
Okay.
this place. I'm remembering a little bit more about the device. Does this giant, phantasma cyclotron thingy, does it like does it power up sort of, or is it just like kind of an all or nothing type of a device?
You mean only one use? Or
I'm just in terms of like, do I have any memories coming back to me about how that thing actually functions?
Give me Arcana.
Yeah. And I have sort of like a grand cinematic idea of,
Okay.
I think how there might be a resolution to this.
Ooh.
Let's see. Here we
Okay.
go. So I got a 13.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. You do know that it just needs to be activated, and it's activated by a key. And now it's becoming clearer and clearer that the key that you hold, that large skeleton key, is the key that turns on that thing. And you, as I said, it's you would put arcane items in, and you can even put powerful arcane items in. It'll be activated in almost like a centrifuge, which will liquefy those things, and by alchemical means, you'd be able to mix the properties of various things to create a brand new, more powerful spell for either law or chaos, depending on which side you kind of slosh it on,
Six Pedals wouldn't know this reference, but I feel like they think of what's the line from Jurassic Park? They spent so much time wondering if they could that they didn't think about it if they should.
If they should, yeah. No, this machine is definitely a Kate Bush song. It is you should
Right
not
up that
have
hill,
done
make a
it.
deal with God.
Yeah.
And with that,
it's the
yes.
sound that could kill someone. So yeah, that's what you. It's starting to kind of flood back to you a bit. The mechanisms, how to operate it, its purpose that you presented to the guild.
Yeah. So
it's still open enough. I'll the narrative I'm just going to keep open enough for you to.
So I have an idea here that has to do with the magical. It's like magical warp, logic.
Okay.
Should we engage after the break?
Yeah, we can engage after the break.
Right.
So you where we're taking it from is you two are standing at the door of this the elevator, and the dark Durkin Lurch is coming down the air shaft, and Glitter Fish and Durkin Lurch kind of are reunited on the second floor above that. So then we'll take it from there then.
All right.
So we'll take a 10-minute break and jump back into some action. I'll be back here. What's it? 9:05. So 9:15.
All right, everybody.
Right.
We will see you very soon. 10 minutes, and we will be right back. Please do support the stream by watching the commercials. It really does help us out. And please go ahead and donate if you've got any spare pocket cash. Love to hear your ideas about who should have which player, or perhaps to Marcus, a nice inspiration.
In order for me to re-roll.
The re-rolls, and then we can even do a meanwhile and cut to any of the Shadow Selves and see what they're doing, perhaps previewing what'll happen next time. So yes, donate if you can, and we'd love to see any kind of bit cheers or even subscriptions. We actually have a lot of new emotes lined up that once we get more subscriptions, we will unlock for ourselves here on Twitch. And you'll be able to do things like use Sphincter the Cat's emote, which is now available on our Discord. So,
that cat made us drink a lot last time.
Oh, they did. Indeed. All right, we'll see you soon then.
All right. See you in 10.
All right, I gotta.
I'm going to talk us in. Hello, everyone. We are going to come on back to you now as we find our second act in the resolution of the Deeplington storyline. It's fascinating with danger, intrigue, and now our adventurers have a plan. Take it away.
Ooh, a plan, eh? Well, we're back from commercial break. I come to you now in the time most needed. And we're about to get into some hijinks, I think, because, boy, everybody's running down to meet you all.
Yes.
So, I think, just so we don't get lost too much in the shuffle, it's not combat, but just roll me an initiative so that way I know kind of where I'll flip the camera around a bit, the narrative camera.
19.
Yeah, I rolled a 19, but I'm at plus.
Initiative
Oh, wait,
is
I have
based.
plus.
Yeah, 21. Initiative should be your dex bonus.
Animal handling.
No, you're
Three. Holy
Dexterity.
shit.
Here we go. Yeah.
Pedals,
Ooh,
you
yeah.
got 23.
21
on.
for me. For
Come on.
Durgan.
And my computer's. There we go. Come on.
Did you want us all to roll?
She doesn't get a keeper.
Just so I
19?
don't like skip you mentally by going like I'm jumping here and I'll jump here and I'll jump here.
Come on. Wait, sorry, it's my computer's.
You could have the gods roll for you.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, I have 12.
Perfect. Glitter got a 7. Rog got a 12. Okay. So we'll go to Pedals first. What are you doing? You hear your you hear calls that companies coming. There's some slamming around in the air ducts above, but you and Rog are in front of this wrought iron elevator, this big shaft elevator, and it's locked. It's got the levels on it. What do you do?
What is Rognobble trying to accomplish here in this moment?
Well, do I have a second to like just start like kind of in hushed whispers explain to them what I think, like a plan, like sharing a plan?
With 6 Pedals, yes. The other two are a floor above you.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I want to kind of like quickly like share the kind of the plan of how I think we need to resolve the issue with Robert Noble.
And then I have the message cantrip, so I can be a relay. So I can relay the message up to them.
So then we'll just take
Perfect.
we'll take it from there. That whatever you would like to convey to them will be treated as you're conveying it to the group. So So we'll say, Petals, you start to get your message.
Yeah,
Thing
my
going.
flowers kind of open up almost like satellites as messages are sent out from them.
Nice. Boom. All right. And Scott, what was your plan? I'm just gonna jump to you real quick, and then I'll get to you other two.
I'm feeling like, and for the sake of the like cinematic quality here, like staging this like by the device, if we can get down to this device, if I can like activate this elevator with six pedal and hit go down.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So the message gets relayed to both of you that we're trying to lure your shadow selves, especially Robert Noble, downstairs to the machine. Durgan, I will go to you. What are you doing after that message kind of comes to you? We're just
I
gonna
have a question.
cinematic.
How do they know that? I thought I was the only one that knew that, and I told Durgan. But how do they know about the Shadow Selves?
Ah, thank you. Well,
we did know a bit from before that that's who we're kind of coming for.
I would say they knew that because Durgan yelled out, "Hey, there's company coming."
Yeah.
Figured it out.
Yeah.
He did kind of loom over a banister and say, "Yo, they're coming at us."
I want you in my writer's room because you're catching those inconsistencies, and that's
right.
very important for our pitch.
I think this is always the tough part about gaming versus writers' room. Writers would just be like, we'll just get it, we'll figure it out, and like gaming, you're like, well, you're 30 feet away, so you can't hear that, and you're like, but I'm right here. It's
exactly. Yeah.
I see a fireball.
Speaking of which, so Evil Durgan is 40 away, and is he about 10 height? And
and that's how evil Durgan. I mean, that's how evil Durgan is. He is counting every square and knows that he is out of spell range. And no.
I'm going to do this. I will simply have Midgie ready an attack when he comes out of the hole.
Ready
comes
to
after
bite
us
him when he leaves out of the air duct.
And yeah. So she'll be ready to snap him, and then and I'll be ready to whack him too. I got a scimitar out, so I'll be like ready to whack at him. I mean, unless he says tries to parlay or something, but otherwise. We'll ask questions later.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
so ready.
So you are readying yourself, and Glitter Being, what are you doing?
Well, so I guess if he now knows and he's readying himself for some kind of action, I'm probably readying myself for some kind of action as well. I don't know.
Remember, you have feet, you have legs, and as you've told me, you don't have
spells.
arms.
You got some cool spells, I'm sure.
Say that again.
You got some cool spells you can play with.
So where are our shadow selves at this point? Have they gotten closer?
You don't know where your other two are, you and Robert Noble, but you do know that Mark's character or Mark's evil self is making his way through the air ducts.
Make his way downtown.
But you don't know where the other two are. You do remember that the last time you saw them, they're upstairs in the office, and they were very intent on capturing you, but you flew too fast.
I think that I really want to listen to them. Like,
okay.
I'm really curious to just like, so they can't see me. I want to hear what they're saying.
Okay. So you kind of hide away, stealth it up, and get yourself ready that way.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. How many times can I change into things in this session?
So twice. As an animal, twice. As yourself, more often. You can change your appearance more often than you can turn your body into an animal.
Okay, so I've changed twice so far, but one of them was back into my original self.
So technically you've just changed once.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I change into I don't know, like a bug, a mouse, maybe a mouse. Maybe I'm a mouse this time, so that I can follow. I want to go unnoticed. I want to be able to sneak around and listen to what's happening.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Let's
So,
go. I haven't been a mouse yet.
Yeah. Have you? No, yeah, you haven't been a mouse yet. Surprisingly, you've changed it to other weird stuff, but not a mouse.
I don't think an ostrich makes sense in this setting.
You're right.
Hey, if you want to kick ass, those things are pretty strong.
Yeah, so I won't. Yeah, I know. I won't even like worry about like.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Remember that time I like installed diseased giant rat into my settings?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What the hell is that? Like, is that what I could be, or is that like a
Yeah.
Yeah,
you could become a diseased giant rat.
Maybe I could become a glitter diseased giant rat.
Okay.
Nice.
Diseased giant rat.
Nice.
Got it.
I like that.
All right. That way I can sneak around, but also I could fight if I have to.
If you have to. Gotcha. All right. So you turn into your this sickly basset hound sized rat appears next to Durgan Lurch. You're like, Jesus. And kind of hunches away into the shadows to stealth it up.
Does it look like Ratfink? Does it look like literally like Ratfink?
Oh, and I will say, in the message that Rognobble had sent up to you guys about luring the Shadow Selves down. One of the things that he had mentioned, in case you missed it, was you are the only one, actually. I was about to say one of the rare people. You are the only one, Glitterfish, that could turn into change your appearance to become Lady Scallion, to possibly coax them down and say, "Hey, I had."
Maybe that would have been smarter than a giant.
Stay a giant rat, because we might be in combat. So, so just keep that in your back pocket.
Okay. I can change again later, right?
Oh yeah, no. If it's just changing your appearance, you can just do that. You know, I mean, after you. Not a giant rat. You don't want Lady Scallion as a giant rat. That would be confusing. But
the changing lets you be whatever humanoid you want. Like every minute you can keep changing it.
Change your appearance. So, but you slink away. Right. So I think after just a little bit, you hear the clamoring of your evil self, Durgan Lurch, or evil self, who knows? And you see the feet kind of, the boots kind of come up the out of the air shaft. It drops down, flashlight in mouth, wrench in hand, monkey wrench in hand. And you told Midgie attack as soon as he comes down.
Oh yeah, Midgie's gonna go for the shins.
Go for it then.
All right. She's got a +4 to rend. An 8. That probably misses.
That does miss.
Midgie
now,
tries
as I say, your shadow selves are just human being, the equivalent to human beings in this wacky world. But at least even human beings have some sort of move in protection, and he jumps back. He's like, "Jeez!" Yeah, kicks back, and Durgan, you see you there in front, and he and even evil you wouldn't kick the dog. He just kind of brushes past the dog, and he says, "Oh shit." Well, this is early.
I look at him like, are we gonna do this?
Yeah, you're just at Jets and Shark looking like,
yeah. We have a little Freaky Friday moment, and then we start to snap. And
yeah. And that's all he says. He says, this is early.
I'm gonna whack him. I figure this is cartoon violence. I gotta do it for the kids, watching on TV.
Yeah. Do it.
let's see, 13 plus 19. Does that hit me? I think it hits me unless he's different than me.
He does hit
Yeah?
you. It does
All
hit
right.
you.
All right. So I did six damage.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hit him across the side, show him who's boss, facing off with him.
You said
With
you
the
hit
rat.
him. You hit him with the scimitar.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Fucker.
Okay. You sliced yourself with the scimitar. And
This isn't a Corsican thing, is it? I'm not going to start feeling it.
and it hurts.
It hurts me.
Yeah, it hurts.
God damn it.
And it hurts him. It's not like the Corsican brothers too, where they're just like, oh yeah, I can't feel. He's like, oh my God, you shouldn't have done that, man. You shouldn't have done that, Sam. And
I'm like,
so yeah, take your damage.
Take 4. All right. Or 6. I think I said 6.
You did.
Yeah. Ow. I'm like, God damn it.
And he's like, you slicing me with a scimitar? He was like, are you insane? So you're freaking crazy. You're gonna murder yourself.
What the hell is going on here? I'm just like,
yeah. As both of you are kind of clutching your sides. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Marty, could you roll me an initiative for the villains?
They get a 2.
Did I have a
ooh.
Marcus? Did I have a turn there?
You will have a turn. This was just a quick exchange because they readied themselves for action.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And now we had Glitter. Now it's Rog. Yeah. So Rog, what are you doing?
It sounds like Glitterfish didn't really get the message for the plan.
I just saw it.
Yeah.
Right?
You got it.
That's okay. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna disguise, because I can use disguise self, and I can make myself look like one of the hand of the glad rag ruffians. What are they called?
The Hands of Shenanigans.
Hand of Shenanigans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because again, my idea here is to I need to come up really close and personal with Robert Noble.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna, because it lasts for an hour, I want to make myself appear as if like one of the Hands of Shenanigans that helped with procuring the objects. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna disguise myself as one of them.
As Calliope, the one that you talk to the most.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's
okay.
The goal, the role, yeah.
You might still be able to trick the two others, but Durgan Lurch is in a bit of combat with himself.
Right.
So it's going to take a little convincing for him to be like, wait.
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. he's keeping him busy, which is good.
Okay, gotcha. So boom, you use your action. You disguise yourself as the young Keanu Reeves Calliope. Ship of fools.
Dude.
And now we have Pedals. It is your turn to go. Still no other people have joined into this fracas. You just see above you, probably on like a catwalk, Durgan Lurch, the hobgoblin, and this human looks like a mechanic, kind of squaring off and wounding one another.
I haven't gotten the memo yet. I didn't get the message yet, so I'm still fighting.
Yeah.
Rognobble, what's the plan? We going down?
We're down there, right? Are we down? We're down there?
Nope. You're still
Okay.
in front of a locked
We've
elevator
been
door.
staying at the elevator the whole time.
Okay, we need to go down. We need to go down.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Is there a lock?
Yes, there is. There is a lock. So
I'm good with that sort of thing.
Devin, it is your turn. So what are you doing? Or are you gonna just ready and wait?
Let's see. I don't have anything particularly useful in my skill set here. Can I hold my initiative in?
Sure, of course.
In turn? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of keeping a watch out while Rognobble,
yeah, you're kind of doing this while all this sword play is going on.
I have a decent sleight of hand, but
okay.
I have a +5 sleight of hand. Is that what this is, or is? Is Rognobble doing
to
something?
bust up in that lock. It's just a dex check on that one, and you'd use
Well, I have
dexterity to
incredible
get
dex, so
yeah.
I can handle this if you want me to.
I have thieves' tools as well.
Yeah, and that'll let you roll with the advantage.
So do I believe.
Oh,
Yes.
well then, do it.
Give
I'm
it
a
a go.
rogue.
Do it.
I'm a rogue.
That's right. We're all kind
Okay.
of we all can do this.
Do it.
That was a nat 1. So you said advantage, right?
Yes.
That is
Boy, you're getting them ones out of the way.
yeah. It brings me to a 21.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Pops open lock. The grate gets pulled back on the elevator, and there you are in front
Yeah,
of
it just like bursts with vines.
Gotcha. Yeah, you just stick a twig in, and all of a sudden vines unlock the thing.
My thieves' tools are not the normal thieves' tools.
No,
It's just a bunch of like shit I found. In
nothing
the
you
forest.
have is the normal. Durgan, it is your turn.
Okay. So I gained 3 hit points from the heroism I cast earlier.
Sweet.
And I look at him and I go, I'm like, wait a minute. And I look at him kind of face to face. I'm like, this doesn't make a lot of sense to him. He's sort of confused. He's been looking for this shadow self, but he doesn't know what the hell's going on. So he's just going to say, all right. What the hell is going on here? You're me? Yeah. Or you were me, or I was you. What the hell is this?
And he says, no, I'm part of you, dingbat. He says, you're you, I'm me. I'm you with a little more motivation, with a little more oomph. I'm not just hanging out, wrenching on a car day and night. I'm gonna be something big in this world. And I guess give me an insight.
Insight. All right.
And Steph, give me a perception.
17 on the insight.
Okay.
I got a 3 + 3 is 6.
Wonderful. There we are. He means what he says. He is not lying to you. He starts to talk up about, we got big plans for all of us. He's not saying you. He's saying, we got big plans for all of us. And he says, if all of yous play your part, we're going to come out shining.
Wait, you're talking about me and my pals?
Yeah.
Are you talking about all of us? You, me, where are the others?
He says, they're coming. And trust me, we're going to be sitting pretty. Don't you worry, pal.
Yeah.
And you get a sense that he's stalling.
Yeah.
And you see, give me a perception.
All right. I'll be like, where are your friends?
Your insight was good enough, so I'm going to.
Ooh, 16, 20.
Oh shit! He's fumbling for something in his back pocket.
Can I push him off like the ledge, kind of off the?
Of course.
Yeah, I'll have Midgie do it. I'll kind of go whip, and then have Midgie try to jump, kind of steamroll him, knock him off.
Okay.
And hopefully the damage that she does to him won't make me feel pain. Maybe. So she's pretty tough. She's got a +2 strength. Her athletics is +6. So is it like an athletics check?
Yeah, you're kind of bowling him over. So
Yeah.
I would say then it's it's more like an attack. So
okay, just a straight attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I critted.
Oh shit!
So it's 24. The crit.
Midge critted.
Midge goes through his body and
up and over.
You die as well, right?
Yeah. Jeez.
She goes down with him. She kind of rides him down off the ledge.
Yeah, she jumps. Her little mechanical terrier body weighs way more than a terrier does, and so he's just been hit by a scooter, and he goes flipping over this thing.
Do we see what he was pulling out of his hand? What he was trying to pull out?
Yeah, it kind of pops out of his hand as he falls over because it falls with a crit. It's falling with him. It's one of those. You got it from the halflings. It's like one of those little bombs that has like a thunder wave spell in it.
Oh, cool. Oh.
So he goes flying over the edge, and now, gosh, it's double. So roll me 4d6 plus 1d8.
Because of from the fall.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled pretty low on the first 4. So 6 plus 4, you said?
Yeah.
So 13.
Okay.
Do I take 13 now?
Surprisingly, no.
Whew.
Oddly, no.
Can I grab that thunderball? While it's floating in the air, can I free action grab it?
Give me a luck roll. So roll with your charisma.
Charisma. Oh, that's not my thing. I got a 14 though.
Close. It tumbles out of your hand and explodes on top of him.
That's gonna hit Midgie too, then,
huh? Yeah, it does knock her back. She kind of and skates across the warehouse floor. Yourself is blasted back and hurt. You hear probably a crack. Oh, you wouldn't hear a crack because of the thunder explosion. You are hurt, or he is hurt, but not unconscious or dead.
All right.
Hurt bad, and
I yell down to him, you suck at this, buddy.
He says, up yours. Right. So he got cracked. He's probably concussed. He's holding his head, and his ears are ringing as a thunder wave blasted on top of his body. That was Durgan. There was Pedals is holding. Rognobble is next.
I did the lock thing.
Yeah, you did the lock thing. Yes, Rognobble is next. And then we're gonna go with Glitter.
So we're heading down.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 Pedals, you ready to head down?
Yeah.
And so here's the deal. I ideally we have a moment on the elevator ride down where I pull out my book.
Okay.
And using our combined magic and whichever spells are appropriate here to make my spell book look like one of the desired objects. One of the actual, to convince Robert Noble that we actually have one of that Calliope has somehow found or procured for him.
Okay.
Despite being Fey adjacent, I don't have any glamour skills.
Okay.
But I could give you bardic inspiration here.
Okay, that sounds good. I have
peek at prestidigitation.
I have the right tool for the. I have the right tool for the job.
Okay.
Artificer specialist. Yeah, alchemist, artificial fusions.
You can create any kind of small object you want, so you can create a fake object pretty quick.
Yeah, you can fake it up.
But again, I want to do this off around my soul storybook.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Sweet.
And I'm going to make it. I have an idea of what this actual magic item looks like.
Okay.
That I can produce here on camera.
So you come down into the lower floor of the basement, and it looks like an old atomic punk total Flash Gordon style lab, and but it's inactive and dusty, but there's lots of stuff down there for you to work with and ad hoc for using your right tools for the job. And so that's all over. There's just these big tubes and Bunsen burners and all this other stuff on various lab tables. And at the end of this room in the basement is a very, very large circular vault door. And we'll get to describing that in more detail in a second. So you're using your actions to get down there and ad hoc a thing. And what's it look like? Right, you construct and use your artificer, not only arcane but physical skill to create some sort of glowing device, and you kind of shape and configure your storybook into that. So this big, giant, crazy ledger gets shaped and twisted and firmed, and like a kinetic puzzle into one of those. Nice.
Book. Oh, my book.
Oh, my book.
Is that going to hurt you?
It's
So
bigger
far,
than me. It's
not
bigger than
yet.
me.
Glitter, what are you doing? You're hiding. You see the bad man go over the railing, and a big clunk, and then a big boom of thunder go off. And other than that, it is quiet. But after a while, you hear mechanisms go off, and the elevator that went down into the basement with your friends is starting to go up into the other levels. What are you doing?
Well,
And you're a hunchback disease rat.
yes.
Does it have rabies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't die in that form. Don't die in that form.
Don't be a little rat.
Well, if you die in that form, you just shift back to being
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, okay, got it.
But if she bites you, you have glittery like saliva and stuff. So. Foam it, glitter foam.
Foaming glitter.
I've got glitter rabies.
I wish I had that superpower.
Someday.
One of these days.
So anyway, so I'm like really fixated on wanting to find my shadow real life self.
Okay.
But I like, unlike the boys, I don't just want to kill them. I want to like listen. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Why is my old me here? He looks a little sketchy, but like I'm like, I want to know what's going on. So I'm trying to find her so I can hide in a corner and like listen to her have her conversation so I can gain insight into what's happening.
Okay. So we'll say quickly, we're just gonna do like this quick fun little edit. You as a rat went kind of tromping upstairs to get to them, and are kind of, peeking around the corner, and they're in the office. Robert Noble and yourself, Glitterfish, and they're kind of arguing. He's kind of cool and calm and collected, and she is like, they're here. What's your plan? I've been listening to you, and I got more than my ego riding on this, Robert. And he of course is like, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. I think everything is working is according to plan. Do you hear that? That's the elevator, and it's going downstairs. They're exactly where I want them to be. Boom! Thunder goes off. Oh, all right, maybe not. But she says, when she says, I got something more than my ego to worry about. She pulls out this cameo that pops open, and it pops open, and it is a hazy, shadowy form of your son pops up, and you see inside of this translucent figurine is superimposed Froggy.
Oh, Froggy.
And she says, whatever you're doing, I want it done quick. And I ain't going back there. I'm not going back to Earth. I am not going back there. I'm bringing my son here, happily ever after. I don't give a fuck what you do. And so then he's like, everything's gonna work out fine. I'm going
I
to
have
be
a
a
question.
king.
Is the
You're going to live
cameo
here.
the Froggy in frog form or Froggy in human form?
Froggy in human form, but where his heart would be is this floating image of Froggy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Um,
So this doesn't make me want to hurt her because she's protecting the kid, which is obviously of high importance.
mhm,
So, I don't know. What do I do?
Yeah, her motives are, you can tell her motives are different than his, but they're working together to, find a way. He's kind of convinced her of something. So
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I have enough information to make any kinds of rash decisions at this moment.
and you see him kind of go over, and with his cane, he pops out this weird little key that unlocks the elevator, and that so we'll rewrite it, and that's when you hear the elevator coming up to meet them.
Okay, I think I stay in hiding for a bit longer.
Okay. They
Yeah.
kind of they pull the elevator door open, and he says, "You coming?" And he says, "The others are probably almost here." And he kind of looks at his clock, and she closes up the cameo, puts it in her her jacket pocket, which is your jacket pocket, your favorite jacket. and she's like, "This better work out. If not, I'll kill you before I will let you hurt him." And he's like, "Whatever,
Okay.
Glitter."
Okay, so I'm looking at him like, we might be fighting, but actually I don't have a problem with current. I mean, I know she's supposed to be Shadow Self, but right now I'm siding with her.
Yeah, give me an insight, Glitterfish. Insight, of course, is a fun little thing for you to.
Ooh.
And you get a pretty high insight.
Yeah, I do. So 17 plus 5 is 22.
Holy
Nice.
chowder. So you know yourself pretty well. You know when you're stressed out. You know when you're having a bit of a panic attack. And she feels like all his foofery and fancy talk is going to unfold. And we do kind of a flashback scene of Earth maybe a year ago, when you might not remember, but my notes remember, is you had told me that you came to leave your parents' house, your son's grandparents' home, to pull off a job that was illegal, and then your son kind of snuck into the trunk of the car that you drove off in, and we kind of flash to that meeting of you and I don't think we named him. We'll say Michael, and
Is Michael Froggy? Michael.
Yes. Michael will be Froggy, and the group you were going to do something illegal for. We didn't go into what it was. So I will leave it up to you right now, since this is a little flashback scene. What were you going to do for them that was so illegal, that went wrong, that you then had to hit the road again and knew you weren't going to be able to see your kid again?
I was part of an all-female heist.
Oh, shit. Nice. It's heist galore. Yeah. So the heist went bad. I will say some of the crew either got arrested or even may have gotten killed. You made it out. The person who arranged this heist is probably very upset that it did not go the way that it should have. And you went on the run hoping that they couldn't leverage. They didn't know enough about you, so they couldn't leverage anything personal about you, So, which is what you're getting a feeling is that this shadow self of you is looking to go further on the run and bring Michael / Froggy into the midway to completely leave Earth and say, fuck it. Now, she doesn't care what happens to you. She's the mom part of you that is always running, always you know, and the mom part of you is finally saying, well, fuck it. If I'm going to run, I'm going to make sure my kid is safe here with me. And if that means getting rid of the other me, you, Glitterfish, and all these other people, and we're safe and we can stay on the run, fine, so be it, you know. And that's what you got from that insane 21 insight roll and your flashback. So
Okay, that's a lot.
yeah. I mean, you introspectively looked within yourself using flashback scene, and I'll lay out what I had on note for you as to why she's doing what she's doing. So, but they get into the elevator, and that you get that right as you kind of come back from the flashback, right as she says this plan goes to shit. I can't have another plan go to shit and put my family in danger. I will kill you before anything endangers my kid, you know. And that's when he's like, oh yeah. You've been threatening to kill me for a while now. All right. So anything you wanted to do with that, or did you want to
I mean, I have to say, I think current Glitter Rat is
glitter hunch rat,
glitter diseased rat is actually kind of like, yeah, good, like you're doing what you got to do. So even though it's the shadow side, Glitter Rat is like okay. So yeah, I mean, now there's like conflict because obviously my cohorts are like battling their shadow selves, but I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna probably try to find a happy medium. With your
like
shadow
I'm
self.
not out to destroy other me.
Yeah,
That's where I'm at.
that's right. That's exactly how I worked it out because you know, not all your shadow selves are evil. They just have different motivations.
And you don't hate yourself as much as Durgan does. So.
Durgan, yeah, Durgan's like, screw you, you fucking hump. You see my head? You gonna crack my head? Ah, freaking shit. Yeah, am I going to go? You think I'm going to go to the ball game like this? Fenway, you schmuck. Right. So they go into the elevator, and we cut down to all of you. Got maybe about we'll do about 5-10 more minutes before we take a break. Durgan, you shit. Now all of you are on different floors. So
I could run down. I'm thinking to run down to the elevator before I get. You know, if I see the elevators kind of going up and they're going to take
and
it
you
down.
saw yourself is kind of in a daze and concussed, so you go running down and dive down, jump into the elevator, get down there with them. So we'll make it all of you are on that floor together. And
I'll leave Mitchie to just harry the heck out of him.
Midgie's chasing you. And you were probably running off and being like, God damn it. So all three of you are downstairs. You do hear the elevator go back up. So what are you all doing now? You've crafted your dwemer of seduction, and so now, as I said, this lab is a huge lab. It's the mainstay of the work or the study area. It's very atomic punk, you know. If you turned on machines, it'd be the circle glowing with the radiating electricity, like old Frankenstein, Universal Frankenstein, and there's this large circular vault door, and it's covered with a dusty tarp on it. But the elevator heads back up, so you know somebody's activated it. And so what are you all doing?
you think the vault is where they might be storing the artifacts?
Open the door.
Yeah, let's go.
You
Do
pull
it.
back the tarp, dust floats off. It's a very pull back tarp dust episode, and it's a huge metal vault. In the center of the vault is like a bread box size square with 2 pegs, and above is looks to be something etched in the wall, and it's metal. It's thick metal etched in goblin that you recognize.
Can I read it?
Yeah. It says, as any good goblin thing, it's a riddle. It says, I am the beginning of the end. I am at the beginning of the end, and I am at the end of before.
What do you think it means?
DE? No, EE.
Story alchemy. Story magic.
EE, right?
EE. What?
The beginning of end would be E, and the end of before would be E. But
E.
that's just if you're
Oh, you
looking
think
at
it
the
might
left.
be like an actual a physical
The word beginning, but I don't know.
I mean, y'all aren't in the same room together, though.
Yeah, aren't we? Did I
We're
got down there
linked
now.
telepathically.
Oh,
No, you're in the
I got down there.
You're in the same room together now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm coming in from behind with the elevator behind me, going like,
Yeah.
I think they're going to be coming.
I think you're gonna be covered.
it's cool. I gotta move for it.
Okay.
Sweet.
Beginning of the end is the end of before.
Hmm.
Interesting. And
Yeah,
this,
and it's a
Right?
yes. Yep. Sorry, what was that, Scott?
the description of the device again, right?
So the vault door is probably this I would say this solid steel like a bank vault door. In the center of the door is this bread box size punch out with 2 pegs, and above that is the riddle.
Could I make like an insight check or something like that to get like?
Oh, got
kind
it.
of,
2 pegs. Okay, so there's some sort of mechanical device for right. Okay, there's some sort of
What was that, Devin?
there's an
I was
operation.
thinking, is there any way to make like an insight check to try to get some like relevance out of the riddle, like maybe intuit what it might be connected to?
I would say perception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, let's figure out what these pegs are. I need to put 2 pegs on this.
Wah, wah. Oh, it's so
That's a-
beautiful.
That's a 10.
You can tell that the bread box icing and the 2 pegs are a solid chunk of the vault door, so they can't be pushed in. Something needs to be kind of laid on top of them.
There's some sort of giant key or something. Got it. I bet you that Robert Noble or somebody has it on them.
You think so?
They have some sort of devices on them. Yeah, we just need to let them come down, right? Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So there's no other mechanisms or way to activate anything or.
Give me a perception for you.
Okay. Come on, magical dice.
Actually, not a perception for you. Give me an arcana. I'm sorry about that.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would be 23.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. You.
Nice.
They should be here, but you don't see them. You know that this is a riddle, and the key that goes on top of this is another block where those 2 pegs, the block has 2 circles behind that you click onto it, and they're probably in the lab. You just don't know where. They should be right by here, but it's old and disused, so it'll probably be a little bit of searching.
Okay. we're gonna search. I'm gonna start scurrying about. Yeah, see if there's
Yeah.
anything. You know.
Yeah.
I screw
On
with
the-
the elevator. Can I mess with the elevator a little bit and slow it
Of course
down?
you can. Yeah, you're an artificer and a
Yeah.
mechanical artificer at that.
I'll pull out a wrench that looks like it's an actual monkey, but
Uh-huh.
and I'll kind of work. I'll just try to do whatever I can to kind of get into the gears and slow the thing down.
Yeah, give me a.
Um,
I wish there was like a mechanics skill.
It's
This is not. It's not
tools,
3.5.
like,
So
it'd be like, it would be the same as like using thieves tools,
Thieves
right? It would
tools,
just be
yeah.
proficiency plus dex, so like plus
Yep.
4, I think.
Yep.
Let's see. Do I have advantage because I have a tool?
Yep. Mhm.
I got a crit. I
Oh,
rolled a
shit.
3 and then I got a crit. So
Yeah, tell me
it's a
what do you
24.
do with the elevator? You get to control the narrative of the do you make it go sideways like a Wonkavator? Like what do you do with the
So
elevator?
I find a little dial that allows me to control like how fast it goes.
Uh-huh.
And so I'll slow it down so it just starts to, I don't want it to give it away too much, but I'll make it kind of
But
go
quite a bit.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. And it makes a lot of noise so you know when they're level by level coming.
Yeah, and it kind of goes clunk and clunk, and I just like, and I do it like maliciously so I can kind of like mess with them
Okay.
on purpose. Yeah.
Right. So
Sorry, Glitter Rat. I'm sure Glitter Rat's getting a ride too. So sorry.
So after a while, you again pull back this cover, this tarp, and there's all these clay or porcelain blocks, and they all have goblin writing on top of them, and all these blocks that have these circle punch outs on them. And Rog, you see that in Goblin they're all alphabet. They're all letters.
Oh, right. There you go. So, yeah, the EE. Did
Maybe.
you figure that out?
Maybe.
I'm not a puzzle. Like I'm like a Mensa reject.
Are they lowercase? Are they lowercase e's like E Cummings?
No,
Or they're
but you
capital
do find a capital E.
We say friend in Elvish.
E's?
I speak Elvish.
Yeah, right? Friend. Yeah, I don't know if I would I get that? Because that was something that Durgan came up with. The EE.
That was me out of character, kind of saying that out of character. So that wasn't.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
But you do find an E.
I do find an E. Yes, we found an E. The beginning of the end and the end of before. Beginning of end. No, the beginning of end. Beginning is the end? Is that what
It is. I am at the beginning of the end, and I am at the after of before.
So it's EE. Yeah, it's EE. Yeah. Right? Of
That's
course,
it.
like Six Petals is like, of course.
Hey, you're pretty smart, right? You could say that your character knew how to figure that out.
Yeah, maybe. Is
We
that a
could
roll? Is that a roll?
Roll.
No?
Roll. Why not? Rolling's fun. No.
I like dice. Dice are fun.
There's no point to roll if there's no consequence, though.
Yeah. I mean, there's a consequence if you get this wrong, but
A 10.
okay.
I mean,
You have it.
yeah.
You have your ease. Glitter hunchback rat. What were you doing while everybody's doing this? And then right as you are Scott, if you're putting on these tiles, we'll cut away. So first I want to see what
Six Petals, come on.
Glitter rat's doing.
So
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so they're down there trying to do word puzzles.
Right.
And,
Mhm.
wait, where's Durgan right now?
He's down there with them.
At the
Oh,
bottom of the
all-
elevator, I'm
all-
Yeah,
messing.
everybody's in the basement lab except for you.
Everyone's part of this puzzle except for me. Okay. Well, I just had a crazy, experience, flashback,
Uh-huh.
insight experience. Yeah. So I'm a little dazed. I'm like,
Yeah, because you're wondering, shit, I can't just punch my way out of this.
right, yeah, no, I'm a lot more like, I don't know, I guess introspective now. I'm like,
Yeah.
So,
Man,
yeah,
Glitterfish,
I
fucking
decided-
bank robber. What is going on back in
I
the
mean,
back on
I-
Earth?
I've grown so much since I've been here.
Jeez.
So I don't know. I guess I go down and find the guys because what else am I gonna do? So I go
Okay.
down and I find them, I suppose.
So you know that your shadow selves are going down in an elevator downstairs.
And they're downstairs too, right?
And they're
You could ride it.
downstairs.
You could ride the elevator from the top, right? Like, kind of, would that work for her to be like
Sure.
ride the elevator down from
Unless
the?
you want to turn into something, but then that would use
No,
up your.
I don't need to turn it into anything right now. So yeah, I like.
Okay.
I like the idea of jumping down on top of the elevator, so that as it rides down, I can still hear them.
Yeah, oh,
It
yeah.
rides down, it opens, they can leave, and I can be like, whoop,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
follow them.
Yeah.
But my goal at this point is to find, my buddies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we're gonna take it from you come down slowly. It kind of suddenly the elevator's not working as the way it should. But you're just and they're kind of bickering, or it's more Glitterfish is bickering, and Rognobble is just gaslighting her. And
Manhole.
Gaslit.
and Scott, do you put the EE block onto?
Yeah. So Six Petals, you ready? You want to do this thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, you connect it onto there, and it sinks in. You connect the block onto the connecting block, and it sinks into the wall. The vault rolls back and opens up, and in this very, very large octagonal room is the machine that you remember. It's the alchemical centrifuge that you remember, and you see the 7 slots in this big machine, and the tubing everywhere that leads up and down, one for law, one for chaos.
So what was the point of this thing? What were you intending to do with this?
Oh, there's a plan.
No,
There's a plan.
I mean, when you built it in the first place.
Oh, there's a plan. We need to potentiate. We need to
Before it was built
charge.
for just chaos, really.
Yeah. No, this is chaos. This is pure chaos magic. This is perfect. We need to potentiate. We need to potentiate this thing. We need to get it. If there's any way of getting this thing moving, do I have any memory of it, like actually getting this thing activated?
No, it was. We had said that it was a device that was almost about to be launched, and then the guild didn't have faith in it and pulled back. You were like I said in my comparison to Kate Bush, you were Donald Sutherland in the cloud busting video. You had this incredible device that no one believed in, except for these villains who were about to take you away. So, so yes, you had devised this thing that could use alchemy to distill powerful magic items, but they thought it'd be a wash. It's a little too unstable.
Woo! Yeah.
We get a sense the villains are going to try to use this for their own purpose, and that they have everything.
Possibly, but you haven't delved deep into the insight like Glitterfish did. You swung a scimitar at yourself, at your own ribs, and then knocked yourself off a 20-foot balcony.
Yes. That'll show me.
With a grenade, with a thunder grenade, and a metal dog.
I tried to save him from that. I did.
I know.
Yeah, no, I did.
So it's slowly like ka-kunk coming down. Glitterfish on top of this thing. You two are in front of this this device, and we will take a break now. So we'll take a 10-minute break before anything goes down. So you guys are doing good. I love that I made a very simple riddle and leave it to the longtime D&D player to be like, I know what the riddle is.
Nice.
So,
I'm that annoying kid in school that's like always raises his hand immediately and wants to answer every question. So
we'll be back at 10. Oh, let's see if it's at 10:25, where we will wrap up the story arc in what by gum is going to be fucking a pretty big showdown, because this got all kinds of ways before I was ready. So, all right, I'll see you in 10.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, we are going to be back in 10 minutes here on the Aternum Road. Midway Tabletop is bringing you amazing role playing in lots of different ways, and as you can see, we have many upcoming streams. Check out on Friday, coming right up, Shadow Stories Episode 4, Delta Green, The Death of Hippie. That's going to be a historical horror game where we find out why you don't want to take the brown acid in 1967 San Francisco Haight-Ashbury. And then we've got our September dates set up for Shadow Stories as well. Marcus will be taking us into a cozy mystery, Brindlewood Bay, powered by the apocalypse. And then after, on September 11th, and then on Friday, September 25th, The Spirit of 77, rarely seen game around these parts, brand new, first time on the stream, played. Marcus will be giving us a nightmare at 7,700 feet. So, and then of course we have our regulars going. The Midway Wrestling Alliance will be back a week from Friday, and Blackbird Tavern D&D likewise a week from Sunday, and of course next Tuesday, Aternum Road D&D, with many of our adventurers coming back together. So cheers. Go ahead and keep watching the stream. We are going to wrap up this amazing Deeplington mini arc here when we come back. And if you can watch the commercials to support the stream, give us a donation, give us some cheers with bits, or give us a subscription. We'd really appreciate it. So we'll see you soon. I'm back on the road. here we are coming back with our Aternum Road Deeplington crew with the conclusion of this storied arc. What will happen? Only these folks can tell you. Please take it away, Marcus Forrest.
I can't tell you. They've been rolling really well. You are downstairs in the basement. You're by the alchemical centrifuge, and the elevator is slowly coming, chikunk, 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 because you've rigged it, so it gives you some time to do some planning and preparation, and it finally comes down to the floor. Durgan, did you say you were hiding, or you're being the muscle?
Well, if there's a way for me to get behind that machine somehow and figure out how it works, maybe
sure.
Maybe get away from the elevator and see what this thing is all about.
So we'll say before it comes down, you run over there. It does have one control panel, and much like a lot of goblin design, it's not very intricate. I mean, the way the things are planned underneath, probably if you popped it open, would be a chaotic jumble of brilliance. But it has a key. It looks like a skeleton key hole. And it has a big shiny red button. And above that is looks to be like 3 paneled words or phrases, and it's written in Goblin. But you're a hobgoblin, so I
know Goblin. Yeah.
Okay. So actually, it says law and chaos, and it's a little dusty. You dust it off. And it actually says, as you clean it off, in Goblin writing, it has a little. It could be mistaken for alchemical, but as you clear it and chip away some of the workings, it says authors, and you clear away some of the other portion that says the machine is called the author's heart.
Author's heart.
Oh, love it.
So it is not the alchemical centrifuge. The device itself is probably an alchemical centrifuge, but it has been nicknamed and carved in with Rognobble writing. And it says the author's heart.
Very poetic.
Yeah, I look at our resident author curiously. Did you say you speak Goblin as well, or?
Yeah.
Oh, Devin, I believe you're on the Elven in Common.
And Thieves Can't.
And Thieves Can't. I don't have that.
Some of this.
I say, Rogs, because Rognobble made this thing, right? I mean, this was his creation.
Yep.
So I look to him. I'm like, what's this about an author's heart?
It's this is alchemical magic. This is alchemical story magic. We need to reunite Robert Noble with my soul book. That's the magic that will set things right.
All right. Well, what do you need us to do?
Get him near me. He'll appear on Calliope, and I'm going to disguise. I'm going to put disguise my soul book as one of the artifacts that they're still looking for. Do we know what those are, Marcus? The other artifacts?
No, it's I mean, neither do they. So I'm letting you fill in. I mean, that's why I created 3 and left the other 4 open, so you can tell me what the other 4 or one of the other 4 would look
Well, then lo and behold, it is the crystal crown of Eladriel.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's crystal crown of Eladriel, but like spelled slightly differently, so so the midway
don't get
doesn't get sued.
right.
That's
The
where
knockoff.
the PHTUGUA.
Nice. Umlaut. And
super cool.
right.
It's
So
actually my soul book, right? We cast the glamour of it. There it is. Boom.
Yep.
Well, hide while he plays his little game, and I imagine
Chicanery.
Yes, I'll try to stay out of sight so they don't.
Okay.
Eventually, myself is going to come after and tell them
Can-
things.
Tank.
So once again, you want me to
slowly.
threaten to kill you? What's going on here?
You could be his ally too. I mean, I don't see why you have to do that. You know, two of you have arrived and you've got something.
Right? Yeah, you could be just like I just like the idea. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be in here if I was hurt. Well, unless one of you got in here and was trying to take it from me. I don't know, just trying to figure out if there's a bit of a ruse here. So Robert, we just need to get Robert up close and personal. Like I want him to covet. Obviously, the idea is that we're creating an object that looks like what he covets, right? We want this, you know. I want him to grasp the book.
Okay.
That's the goal here, right?
So after a bit of loud cha-bang, cha-bang, ka-bang, of the elevator, it makes its way down. Robert Noble is kind of slicking back his hair like he's been on a wild ride, like, and opens the door. Him and the shadow self of Glitterfish step out. And they see that the lab's been laid bare. The vault door is open. They slowly are starting to come forward. Give me a little stealth there, Glitter Hunchback Rat.
Can I also get in a stealthy position?
Oh, sure, if you would like to.
I got an 11.
Oh, cool, because they rolled a 1.
I'll roll my stealth
Boss
too.
battles with a 1? Oh my god.
Fucking A. I swear to God with this thing. Last time you rolled me the 1 voice of the
17.
guy, and now I rolled a 1. This is all right. So they step forward, and all of you are in position or hidden away as presumed.
So they've come out of the elevator.
Yes, now they've come out the elevator.
So am I still on top of the elevator at this moment?
Yeah, I mean, basically, I made you roll a stealth to kind of preempt. Like, I figured you're going to jump down or do something, so I just wanted to see if they could hear or see you, but
no.
Nope.
Okay, great.
Nope. So whatever you want to do, you do.
And they're heading towards the same room that Rognobble is in.
Right. Robert Noble is moving forward confidently. Your shadow self is behind and looking a little nervous and pensive as you're.
Or I'm just following behind everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're kind of like a little rat, like
like
a hunchback diseased wild rat, like running, like skittering across. And they make it into the octagonal room that the device is in, which looks like this huge both iron and glass tank with slots in it. And yeah, Robert Noble sees you, Calliope, so you see yourself move forward. There's an apprehension, but there's also a sense of arrogance that is slightly not noticing some of the more obviously weird things about this exchange. But there's a woman next to him, and she seems a little more pensive. Her eyes are kind of darting around. And Robert Noble says, "So, what is all of this?" And you can tell he's feeling more confident. You know yourself, your kind of lankiness, your nervousness that allows you to hunch over. He's propping himself up with this kind of steampunk looking cane. and really peacocking a bit. He's puffing himself out.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "So what is all of this about, Calliope?" He probably would recognize Calliope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just basically like we have a fourth artifact. Like delirious. Like we have a fourth artifact. We found one. We have it for you.
Something, an independent heist. More money for the troop, eh? For the hands.
Yeah, and he pulls it out. He pulls up the book, right? But the book, right, has the it had the potency that has the potency of these stories. You know, of all the moments of discovery of magic, like every moment, right, that Robert Noble had wished for in his other life, right? That in this book, and he pulls up this object to make it which is actually the book disguised as this glowing artifact.
Right.
Right. Right. So yeah. So he brings up this. He's like in deference. He's like, you know, he pulls
his
out.
Eyes kind of light up. Six Petals, where are you in all of this business?
I'm kind of hiding, waiting for something to happen.
So
I have my notebook out.
Oh, okay. You're
notes.
observing all of this. What did you roll for your stealth, anyways?
I rolled a 17.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the gosh, I would say Glitterfish from Earth would be different. Marty, Voice in the Sky, could you roll me a perception?
Indeed, the perception is an 8.
She also too does not really notice you. Six Petals.
I'm imagining some sort of like Audrey 2 kind of plant in the corner of the lab somewhere, and I'm just like standing next to
it. Right. And she kind of tugs on his thing. He's like, well, what are you gonna do? And he says, hush. Let me speak. Let me take care of this. And he says, right. Well, usual money is agreed upon.
He just kind of moves humbly, moving forward, offering up the crown.
Now, give me a perception. I mean, a persuasion, but you get to give it with advantage. And Marty, could you roll me another perception for evil glitterfish?
13.
Okay.
18.
16.
Nice.
All right. He produces this big wall of storybooks. And he reaches out and he touches the object. Kind of hands you the money, touches the object. He whispers to evil glitterfish, look, if one plan doesn't work, the other will work perfectly fine. He reaches out and he touches it. And what happens when he touches it? Now you can use your story token because I don't know what happens when your shadow self touches your storybook.
So this is the moment in which he's like, you know, kind of commanded rigid, and the book flies up and it flies open. And the kind of the alchemical potency of each of the stories that Rognobble has created on his time in the Midway kind of like transfers straight and just goes straight into the heart of Robert Noble. And piercing the veil of his shadow self. And he has it's moments of all the moments of like of Rognobble finding magic, and who was Robert Noble, right? And finding it through all these wonderful kind of means. in the midway, right? And so Robert Noble is flooded with all of Rognoble's memories suddenly, and kind of it has this effect of like kind of it's like it's a polarization. It's like bringing together the polarities, right? It's the magic of it's the heart of the author, right? Right, the energy here in the book is piercing. It's going between the heart of Rognobble and the heart of Robert Noble, kind of swirling between the two of them, right, in this moment. And I think at this moment, like Calliope, the image of Calliope falls away, and so that Robert Noble sees who it is, right? And he has a full awareness of being in the presence of his polar self, right, and these stories. And it's because it's the hope of and this is Robert Rognobble offering this up in hopes that he'll see, he'll see the value of this magic, and that he had, and that like just trying to give this back to himself in a way as an act of sort of kindness and forgiveness.
Nice.
Right. Yeah.
I like it. Could the three of you, Durgan, Glitterfish, and Six Petals, roll me a perception check while all this is happening? There's this lightning exchange as they're kind of leashed together through the book.
Ooh.
At 20.
Oh my God.
23.
Oh.
You got a 10, Steph? Nice.
Mine's also 23 with my modifier.
We reach.
I guess it makes sense that Durgan would have the crit. And also Six Petals, you see
I had the crit.
Sorry.
I got a
Devin, so
natural.
you got the crit. You see a wounded a wounded man, harried man. His clothes tore like a terrier was tearing at him. And he's kind of sneaking up on all this towards the vault door with this big wrench. And he's bleeding, and you see him kind of signaling the shadowy woman, Glitterfish, at him as he's making his way towards the door. Meanwhile, there's this consumption of energy that's pulling Robert Noble into the book that Rognobble is holding above him. Everybody give me a initiative check, please.
All right.
That includes you, Glitterfish.
8.
Okay.
17.
Did you roll a natural one?
No.
Damn it, Glitterfish. The ones have been on your side. I'm telling
either been rolling really low or really high.
Yeah. The dice are yelling at you to be like, keep playing with us. So Scott, I will take a little bit of narrative and say you're kind of locked in this moment right now while the others are doing action. Durgan, you catch a glimpse of yourself signaling over to Glitterfish, and he's got this big wrench in his hand. He's moving towards the vault door, wounded. What do you do?
So Midgie's not on him. Midgie is kind of out of the scene.
Yeah, you don't know where Midgie is.
All right. Yeah. Little Deus Ex Machina for later, maybe.
Yeah.
I trying to think if I can like maybe shoot, take a pot shot at the guy while he's trying to do that. I don't know. He's going for the. Do I get a sense of what's inside there? Like my passive perception is like 14. Do I get a sense of what they're going for inside there? Is it the other device?
Give me an insight.
Insight. All right. 11. Not great.
No, he's definitely going for the door. You don't know what he plans on it.
All right. I still want to.
But he is cradling his wrench, so it looks like he's going for the door and he's going to do something to it.
Yeah. Well, I think now that the jig is up, kind of, and the electricity is going, I'm gonna charge out and get right in front of him, and I say, you're not getting past me, and I stand there,
Okay.
scimitar in hand,
Oh,
and I'm just ready to finish him if he moves another inch.
Give me an intimidation.
All right. My intimidation sucks, but
That's fine.
I got a 16, so that's 15.
All right. Oh yeah. He backs up a little because he felt that get cut, and he says, "You're insane, man. You kill me, you kill yourself. Let this thing happen."
What is this thing? I have no idea. Speak to me.
I'll get back to you.
Yes.
Devin,
Yes.
it is your go. What do you do? You see, he's got kind of cut off. The other woman, the woman is kind of backing up. Your friend or your companion, Rognobble, and this other gentleman are kind of caught in this thing where this book is in the middle between the two of them, absorbing this energy, bringing them kind of united together. What do you do?
I'm not really sure what I should do here because Rognoble's kind of figuring out his own situation. Each of these, some of my friends are all facing their own shadow selves. And I'm just kind of standing here, like looking at them, like, okay, this is weird. And it doesn't seem like they're actively acting towards turning on the device, right?
Yeah, nobody's going for the device yet.
Okay.
They're going for the
I'm
door.
going to hold an action.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold an action, which is going to be casting a spell. And if something kind of happens and people go towards the machine, I'm going to cast a spell in that area.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Flip the switch. Flip the switch.
It is stagnant right now, so.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just kind of in the corner of the room conjuring.
Okay, you're in the corner. Glitterfish, you see the exchange going on. Your friend Durgan Lurch is facing down his self as they're gritting their teeth, being pissed off at one another. You see yourself, your shadow self, pensively looking around, and you see that she's thinking either I'm going to bolt for that elevator or I'm going to bolt for the machine, and but she doesn't know what the machine does. She just is, something's got to happen. There's that look in your eyes. What do you do?
So by she, you mean my shadow self?
Yes, your shadow self. Mm-hmm.
So
And then you see, the electricity show going on between Robert Noble and Rognobble.
So shadow me is just like
what do I do? Do I keep running? Do I do something? What do I do?
I think at this point, rat me goes to open up a dialogue with shadow me.
Okay. You change back because rat me can't speak English.
Oh well, hold on. See, I don't know if I want. Well, hold on. I have to think about that because I don't want to give up my anonymity.
Okay.
But you're right. The ability to speak is necessary. So maybe how many more times can I transfer into other things?
Other people.
Once more.
Once more. Does that include Lady Onion?
No.
I think we need that anymore. I think we're.
Oh,
But you could be any person that you've seen. So whenever you want, it's just
people. It's like
all day.
That's a whole separate
people
thing.
As much as you want.
It's face the mirror time.
Yeah. So
go into the tree, Luke.
I think that I become a parrot.
Okay.
Because parrots can speak, and this happens to be a very vocal parrot.
Gotcha. Yeah. An African Grey. They
Eloquent.
they have a vocabulary of 350 words. I
So
knew
this
that
gives me an
because I worked at a
opportunity.
pet store. Yeah.
Things you didn't know.
No.
So this gives me an opportunity to go over and speak to Shadow Me without giving up my. I mean, not that a fish with legs would have really been a big giveaway to others. I feel like I need to protect my identity
Okay.
from everyone except for Shadow Me.
So you transform and you get over to you.
So I go and land on my own shoulder.
Okay. Whoa! She says, "Jesus, fuck." Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, it's time to open up a dialogue.
Okay. What's the dialogue?
Well, you know, it's first it's like, hey, it's me, you, me,
Ah,
it's us.
I fucking figured that out.
And so I really now at this stage, now that we know we are aware of each other, I think the next step is really getting a handle. Now that I kind of know what's going on with the weird people that are kind of trying to intimidate her. Like I want to find out, like, do I need to be on your side? Like, should we be joining forces, me and me? Like, this is what I'm after. I want to figure out, do I need to, like, does she need backup?
She says, I just want to keep Michael safe. I just want to run, and if we can stay here in the Midway, there's no way that crew's going to get to us.
What's up with this other crew of people that seem to be also trying to back you into a corner? What's going on there?
She's like, nothing.
No,
They got plans to work things out, and I got plans to get Michael here.
Great.
He says, I got plans to get our son here.
So I think that becomes my loyalty then, because obviously Michael is also mine.
Right. And
yeah,
but she says without his plan, we got nothing. I don't know how to get him here.
And so it was Durgan, Shadow Durgan, that was kind of like trying to intimidate Shadow me earlier.
Yep.
So okay, I got it. So then I, bird version, join Durgan in kicking Shadow Durgan's ass.
Okay, gotcha. So you're gonna go fly off with that, right? All right.
Awesome.
All right. Durgan, go get that. All right. Then it is. Oh shit! I didn't do villainy. Okay. Villainy goes. And give me a persuasion then, a glitterfish, on yourself. You get to roll that with advantage.
18, so 13 plus 5.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Now you get the good rolls. All right. So you see her eyes light up, and you run, but you also know you're a fighter, and you hear the pinging. You hear the pinging of the microwave, letting you know that it's time for fighting, and she lunges forward and at this other Durgan with you, and I'm gonna just roll for her to. Oh, she gets a natural 20.
Nice.
Right.
The only time you're allowed to roll well is when you're on our side.
So we're just going to do the narrative moment of when the big showdown's about to happen, then all of a sudden you hear this clunk of a wrench behind somebody's head, and the villain falls. It's that. It's just clunk behind, but unfortunately it's like right as evil Durgan Lurch is like, fine. So what we're planning is gets knocked unconscious. And then behind him, you just see Glitterfish, Shadow Self with Glitterfish's parrot form on her shoulder, like, I didn't like that prick anyways. So that was them. There's really necessarily nobody else to go except for Robert Noble, who is being absorbed into the book. And then Devin, there's nobody running towards the machine itself. But shit, with all this energy going on the author's heart, please roll me a Arcana.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see, 12 plus. That's a 13.
Oh, okay. 13. For an instant, you wake up. And by that, I mean you yourself, Six Petals of Seven Meadows, wakes up in the Feywild, realizing they're having this strange nightmare. Because Six Petals of Seven Meadows that we know outside in the world, the reason why you don't have a shadow self is you're just a dream. You're just the dream of Six Petals of Seven Meadows in the Feywild. And you wake up and you realize that you are a dream, and going back to sleep means that you'd be helping these people, but you could be in potential danger if that machine ever gets activated, because it's going to rewrite the Midway as you know it. So,
and me as some sort of artifact will get lost in the process.
Possibly.
Interesting.
But that's what you realize at that moment. Do you go back to sleep to finish your lucid dream?
Because like the situation seems more or less handled.
It does, but not for you.
Yeah. Can you outline my choices again here?
Sure. So if you go with them and the author's heart, there is a potential chance that the Midway will be rewritten according to whoever chooses chaos or law. And that could screw with you as a dream, because you are you're safe here in the Feywild, but not out there.
Yeah.
But that's a potential. And like a lot of things of this story, it can be written the way you may choose it to be. So do you choose a life of safety here in the Feywild, maybe joining them later safely, or do you go back to your dream and realize your potential, even though there may be a risk of change? I decided I wanted to get very existential with Six Petals of Seven Meadows.
Well, let me see. The best option is one that is swift, unexpected, and overwhelming.
Oh shit, you're Summer. I forgot. I was gonna try to chicken you out, and then here I am, and your impulsive self is ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, I have it written down here in my journal. I need to follow it. Yeah, I'll take the risk.
Okay. You gird yourself, you get back into this beautiful ornate bed that you're in, and you're back there. And you see that there is a bit of a tug of war between Rognobble and Robert Noble between the books, and of who will win out of the two. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to go up to Rognobble and give him some bardic inspiration.
Oh, she's nice.
to help him in his so we can get even more existential with
Uh-huh.
this.
Yes.
So there's
Yes,
a tug of
please.
war between two of the same man in different sort of
The tug of war
forms.
persona.
I want to help Rognobble kind of envision the like idealized version of himself.
Uh-huh.
If all of this energy was to clash and the perfect true rock, like whoever is to walk out of that mess, I want to know who he envisions will walk out of that, and
Okay.
I want to help him envision himself as that using my weird empathy magic.
Right. Sweet.
Which brings me to the right paradise, right, and Dante's Inferno, right. It's not in heaven. It's in purgatory. It's on the tallest mountain in purgatory, and it's found because he's gone through purgatory to attain that, to reach that.
Yeah.
Right. So Rognobble is completely surrendered. There's no fight. He's totally surrendered to the energy of the author's heart.
Okay. Yeah, you feel it. You feel the bardic inspiration from Six Petals help you become who you visualize truly, not who the world has made you out to be. And Robert Noble is absorbed into your storybook, and you awaken to Six Petals and your friends, and maybe one more friend, Glitterfish, standing around you. Your book in your arms. You think that the book has shrunk, but it seems that you're getting a little taller. And there it is. The Glitterfish, your other self opens up the cameo and reveals your the cameo of your son kind of appears. Froggy appears from Six Petals backpack, and they both at the same time, the image and Froggy in one voice, they look at you, and Froggy always says, "Hey, boss," and Froggy says, Froggy and the image of Michael say, they say, "Mama, what's going on?"
So I think at this moment, Parrot, Glitter Parrot,
There's
and
so many things.
Glitter Parrot and Shadow Glitter kind of have this moment of connection, of like realizing that it was all for this little one to begin with. And so when Glitterfish arrived in this strange land, she was still on the run and running and running. And now much time has passed, and all of these adventures have happened and met all these people. And she has now come face to face with past self. And she realizes enough time has passed that they are now able to unify and become one whole self again, that there's no more running necessary. They can go off into the sunset with their little one. There you are.
So they you produce your book, a very Alice in Wonderland book, and the same transformation happens. And you both of you get absorbed into this book, and you see Froggy and Michael become unified in this, and he's still where he is, but his intention of joining you is there. in the book. And so I will leave it up to all of you to get Glitterfish back home and united and safe once again. As you see her book float and close with a beautiful bookmark that comes and stops right in the middle instead of at the end.
Yay.
Seals itself and floats down and puts itself in Six Petal and Seven Meadows' hands. And like Glitterfish said, you're the most capable hands of getting them home. And what's going to happen with Durgan Lurch? What's going to happen with Shadow Durgan Lurch? He's on the floor, unconscious. He got clunked in the back of the... This guy has 4 concussions.
Well, this Durgan Lurch is kind of crying just a little bit. Just seeing this whole moment there. He's a little shook up, and his rage is kind of settling down, and he's kind of, calming down. He's a little less pumped up, and just not really Cooper. He's just going to look at this like version of himself that just thought he knew it all and that he knew what he was doing, and just seeing that failure and thinking of all his failures in the past, and just kind of sitting with that. And he's not real happy. Yeah, he's kind of happy, sad, I guess, in all of this. So yeah, Durgan's uncharacteristically kind of quiet, and kind of looking at what a mess he made of himself.
Yeah, and there's not the same sort of confrontation or not confrontation, the coming to terms with yourself and Shadow Self. So there's no spark or there's no book thing. So you tie him up and he's with you for the remainder.
It'll probably take days and days for us to make any headway.
Your very own story arc in order for that to come into fruition. So that is.
Should I heal this man that is dying? On
it's
floor?
up to you.
Yeah, same here too, right? I have healing word. Word.
He's
I have a lot of
unconscious.
healing spells, but I haven't used anything.
He kind of comes through as you if you two want to join up to heal him together, because he has lost quite a few hit points.
Laying on hands.
I mean, we were making some headway before he got bonked to the head. He was about to.
Yeah, you guys were about to have a moment, and then he got hit in the back of the head with a wrench. From a very pissed off.
That wasn't me. It wasn't me. Hey,
street survivor, Glitterfish. And so we will take it there. You've bound up Durgan Lurch. He's healed. He's kind of coming to, you see now he just has a scar on his head. You hear upstairs Midgie barking from the things. She's probably a little rickety from the fight. And Robert Noble has been absorbed into the book. Glitterfish has been unified in the book, but needs to be returned safely home and given to Six Petals of Seven Meadows. And as we established quite a while ago, no one can open the book, rewrite the book, or mess with the book. But Six Petals, you are not of this world, so you can actually look into her book and see her stories and see things you want to delve deeper into her stories and where she will go if she ever gets home or returns. And so that's where I leave you with this arc. You guys are in the basement. You do have access to the author's heart. It is there for you to study and go deeper into research if you would like. But you have stopped Robert Noble's plans of bringing forth the demon god, which may not have actually been his plans.
Is this a safe thing to keep around?
Right. Is it a safe thing to keep around? Is the author's heart a safe thing to still keep active?
Rognobble, you're a brilliant inventor and alchemist, but that doesn't mean you won't invent other better things in the future.
Yeah, it's I like not knowing if this thing it's not necessarily evil or good. It's just it is what it is. It
It
can
is
be
what it
for
is.
different purposes, you know.
Well, it sounded like
Yes, but unsupervised super technology in the hands of treacherous people is not something we should leave lying around.
So Marcus, like, just as a kind of a footnote here, did Rognobble notice at any time that this device started to like activate in any way?
Yeah, when you were joining with Robert Noble, you and his mind were one. And the artifacts collected to bring about the Demon-God Ingolat is more of a red herring. It was more to bring you all here.
Yeah.
Because what they want is your storybooks.
Yeah.
And putting your storybooks into the centrifuge, even though there are only 6 of you, in the 7th place is supposed to go an octagonal coin called the Goldfire coin.
Mhm.
And when that goes in and it is activated, you then can completely rewrite the midway to your benefit, to others' benefit. It's however you want to rewrite reality.
and maybe help
And
Glitterfish.
my
get-
possible detriment.
Yeah, maybe.
But you could write it so Glitterfish could get home and maybe
It's how you want to rewrite it. Yeah.
Wow.
So you have discovered a possible way to get home by completely rewriting
Whoa.
the midway. And that's where we will leave it off. And we'll decide later on as to what you do with this device. There could be other ways home. There could be other things you want to do with it. So there it is. The Troubles Deep Within Diblington is the end of your story arc. I hope you had a good time. I hope people had a good time. I hope people who watch this in the future have a good time. It's very more existential, weird, dippy version of D&D, but I hope everybody enjoyed it. You know. So.
Yeah, I
That's
thought we were
awesome.
gonna battle like a demon or a robot or something.
You were about to. If you got everything wrong, if you got the puzzle wrong, which I don't think you would have, but if you went crazy and did that, or if Durgan would have taken off the latch, which nobody realized was a Lego, but well, take off the Lego from the top of it. An alchemical golem was supposed to appear, and so basically an alchemical golem is just a golem made from all the laboratory parts and has a I just roll a D12 for whatever magical gunk comes shooting out of it. It could have been healing potions, it could have been sleep, they could have transferred you into caterpillars. I had lots of plans, but you were smart, and we were much more into the RP of it rather than the fight of it. So so there it is. I hope you enjoyed it, and
Very much.
but we're gonna miss Glitterfish.
Amazing.
Stephanie's
Yeah.
going away to grad
I'm
school.
gonna miss you all.
I know,
Yeah.
but at least you know Froggy and Michael are safe, and you are contained in a book, and we're gonna get your ass back home and get you safe.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll write your memoir.
Yeah. You are now. Maybe this is your true memoir thing. Is you are the memoir of Glitterfish. It's writing Glitterfish home.
Does anybody else want to get in this book? I'll publish all of you.
Oh no! Don't let him suck you all into just one book.
And Stephanie, this was your first game of D&D, or maybe first in a long time?
First ever.
Ever.
Did you have
Wow.
fun? I hope.
I had an amazing time, and
I
it was
hope
so
you-
lovely. And based on everything I've heard, I don't know if I actually still know what a true D&D game is like.
Nope.
You don't need to.
No.
But this was whatever this was. It was great, and thank you all so much for
Good.
having
Yeah.
me.
I
There
don't
is
know
no
that there's a
one
true. You know,
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, there's no one true.
You pick up the
yeah.
dice and you go, and we see what happens. And so.
I mean, I'm that hipster that's trying to get all my friends to stop playing D&D and play more indie shit.
Yeah. And this is about as close as the weirdo indie D&D version as we got. So, but yeah, I hope you had fun. Thanks for all the ideas, and like I said, I had my journal of notes, and I was like, nope. I mean, I fell along the backbone of the notes and the intention, but once I saw like Scott, when you were like, oh, I'm going to join him within the book and we're going to, do the thing. I was like, funny, because that's what he wants to happen too. But he wants to get you in the book, put the books into the machines, and everybody get their people into the machines, and then switch it. And
I was gonna mess with that machine too, and you said it would have turned into a golem if I messed with it. I was
not the machine, the door.
The door. Oh yeah,
the door. The safety device of the door is it magically would have went off and activated the golem, and the golem would have turned you into caterpillars, or done weird shit with you. So, but yeah, we in a roundabout way, you guys told pretty much the story I was going to tell. It was like, okay, yeah, you beat me to the punch of that. Right. All right, cool.
Good instincts, everybody. Good instinct.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, everybody. I think we're going to wrap it up there. Do we want to go around and just
yes,
Sure.
I will say my goodbyes. Thank you, and thank you for those that watched and those who will be watching, and hopefully enjoyed our craziness, and more to come as this team will unite with the other cast. And we'll continue on with adventures, and then follow up on other story arcs, because obviously we're going to get to Durgan Lurch's first, because he's got his shadow self tagging along with him begrudgingly. Yeah. You guys will be doing some tough love. No holding a book for you. There's going to be actual talking it out. And please tune in on Friday, Shadow Stories, for the Midway tabletop. On Friday is Death of a Hippie. Our executive producer Marty will go further into that a bit. So I'm Marcus, and Marcus Flores _13 on all the socials if you want to find me and talk to me about weirdo D&D stuff. So I will turn it over to Devin Nelson.
I'm Devin. I'm at Devin Decibel on all social media platforms. Check out my band, the Y Axes. And I got an actual play podcast coming out in the fall. So.
Oh, sweet! What's the actual play going to be?
It's going to be a bunch of stuff.
Okay, nice. Playing a lot of stuff. Well, I will hit you up to see if I can game in any of that then. Fine. So maybe I could actually play.
Well, I'm super down to run something for Midway.
Yes,
we gotta figure out. We gotta talk it out. Figure out what'll work.
Yeah, let's do it.
And heading off, joining up with her book, and heading off for bigger, thicker, crazier books at grad school. It's Stephanie.
Yeah, I'm Stephanie. Steph Mopson Creations. That's my website. That's my Facebook. That's my Instagram. Thank you all so much for having me. It was so fun and lovely to meet all of you, and of course to play with my dear friend Scott. Yay. And yeah, that's it. Off I go to grad school.
Yay! Well, you're gonna go kick ass, and we love you a ton, Steph.
So. Love you all too.
I know. I might have to send you a bunch of stuffed froggies or something.
Oh, please do. So while we were sitting here, I've been doodling the whole time, and I don't know if you can see. No, never mind. I did a picture of glitterfish, but all you can see is
sweet.
So
on the Discord.
I guess you can't see it, so never mind.
Take a picture, throw it on our Discord. And the man whose story arc is obviously coming next as he comes to terms with himself, and is our buddy. He's our Durgan Lurch.
Hi everybody. Yes, I'm looking forward to maybe making peace with my buddy. Maybe we'll start working on cars together. We'd be a great team. So if we can get over our differences, maybe we can actually get some stuff done. Me, Mark Johnson, I don't have really that much going on. Looking at doing voiceover work, and that is going to be something that'll take off at some point. But for now, I am just very much enjoying playing games with my friends. Okay. And I'm looking forward to Friday when we're doing Death of Hippie. So that'll be a hoot.
Oh, it's gonna be a good time going insane and being devoured by things. So that will be Fun.
It's the best.
Absorbing yourself is the topic of the day. And Scott, tell us more about that and what else you pitching.
Woo! Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Marcus, for taking us on that amazing journey, and thank you to everybody for being wonderful ensemble players. Marty, for all your work behind the scenes. I found that the story arc very poignant and very much in alignment with the spirit of the Midway, which is about kind of like finding resolution, through self-reflection and play and exploring archetype and whimsy and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was very, very poignant in a lot of ways. So yeah, thank you everybody. In terms of projects going on, the coin she perfects every day with every conversation we have, the Goldfire coin. So we've sold out the first round. We're making more, and
Nice.
there's playtest conversations are happening every day. I've had over 80 right now, and this thing is really wonderful. It's taking off, and it's allowing us to have really lovely, meaningful, simple, structured conversations where we get to the heart of the story, basically. That's what this is about, is getting to the heart of your story and finding that in the reflection of another person and going into that story together. So this is going to just keep happening and taking spark. I'm doing a big storage purge the next 2 days on Treasure Island. A lot of cool storage set pieces and props. So that's happening. I'll be posting out about that again tomorrow morning. And then Friday, I'm doing a tour of Burning Man installations with a number of the creators that have built them. So there's a lot of really incredible work that's being done by folks to connect people during these insane times. And even though it's not on the fly itself, these experiences are really quite amazing and really beautiful and very much in spirit of play and whimsy and deep, meaningful social connection. So I'll be posting out about that as well. Yeah.
Nice.
And you can go
Very
to
good.
the link for the Etsy Mystic Midway shop to order a Goldfire coin.
Mm-hmm. You like how I worked in the
Thank
gold,
you, yeah.
the coin
Nice.
as well
Well
as
done.
We're making more of these as well, right? Some of the early cabochons.
Cabochon.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what I was trying to say. She held not a cameo, but a cameo.
Right, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, he means the cabochons. Woo! Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're putting a lot of
Same
this
idea.
back up on as well. Yeah.
Good.
A lot of these magical items.
Awesome.
Woo.
So I will turn it over to our executive producer, Martin Kaplan, the glue to the whole spiel.
I'm like a dead horse. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I love you all. Thank you so much for the amazing time, and we'll see you later next week. All right. Cheers, everyone. So thank you for tuning in to our Twitch stream. We, of course, have our Twitch stream here. We're all over social media at Mystic Midway, and we are doing lots of fun, interesting projects more and more. That amazing story coin that promotes human connection is available on our Etsy, so check it out. Go order it, and you'll get yours soon. The YouTube is starting to get hot. We are going to have lots of interesting things starting to happen on the YouTube over the next few months, and of course, continuing our Shadow Stories, continuing the Blackbird tabletop, continuing Midway Wrestling, and continuing the Aternum Road. So tune in next week for the next episode of this, Friday night, for the Shadow Stories Delta Green Death of Hippie, and we'll see you soon on the road.
Raise the gold fire.